Greetings, Earthlings. I am Qianlong, the Celestial Dragon. I apologize for my tardiness, but I had some difficulty getting my wine, as you can understand. So now that we can begin the stream on time, Qianlong wishes to announce that he has already consumed all of the wine that he will. The remaining wine will be entirely for Qianlong's very good friend and compatriot, Uncle Kage. As I said, he will drink all of the wine this evening. Qianlong commands it. So, without further ado, we shall, without further ado, we shall zip.
What do you think you are doing, impudent youngster?
Now that the stand-in is no longer needed, I shall take my leave. Ladies and gentlemen, the incredibly epic Qianlong.
I'll pay for your impudence.
I just got
I did not know that noodles were so tasty to eat, let alone sample themselves, although I think that one kind of got down the wrong way. It's stuck in my gullet somewhere. I think I shall have some sake in order to, well, perhaps wash it down. But I can't believe what kind of impudence I had to put up with being restrained by a certain wine thief while he subject his little minion into shamey and look what I have. Ow! It seems that I have found him mostly intact. I promise I had not hurt him during the duration of this day. This is
Terribly sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We had a what are you doing? What are you doing? That's my microphone. Yes, that's all for you. A gift of peace offering, we might say. Just between friends to make sure that you're not too angry with.
This barely covers for all the other bottles that you stole.
I have lots more.
As long as I partake in them tonight, then perhaps we shall call it square.
Well, suppose we get started, shall we?
Yes, I think we shall. Especially with how tardy we were, I think we owe our audiences a proper greeting.
Something's not right.
Wrong side. Wrong side.
Wrong side.
Indeed.
That's better. That's better. Okay, yes. Okay, well, sit down, make yourself comfortable. Oh, wait, I have two things for you. I have a nice dragon-size cup that you can put stuff in here.
This is pitifully small.
Well, I've never heard that from anybody before, but okay, I'll take it from you. All right. Okay, I'm going to put this here, so because I'm old, I got to be able to see what people are saying. There we go. Okay. What is that MFF glass? No, of course. See, we also have this for the mighty Qianlong. We're going to let him. Yes. So you can.
I must inspect such an object.
Okay.
See. Hold this for me, human.
Certainly, no problem there.
Yes. I must see. How does this work? I don't know how this. It works better if I wind it up somehow.
No, don't.
Let's retry.
Is that your brother?
Is that my brother? What? Where's my brother? Did he appear?
I'm sorry. It was the reflection of my blue shirt on one of the things. Shall I pour you some sake?
Yes, of course. Please.
Okay.
Please do.
Here we are. And
I have been waiting to recover what is rightfully mine.
As you are very, very tall, first off, we need to introduce what we are drinking. This is Tengu Mai. This is Junmai Daiginjo. Tengu Mai is the dance of the Tengu. Tengu is, if you don't know Japanese mythology, a bird demon. Or there's a different kind of Tengu, the mountain Tengu, but I like the bird demons because they look a lot better. So this is Dance of the Demon. And we're going to let the mighty Qianlong take the first sip.
Rightfully so, you pathetic human.
You might put that down on the floor or something.
Why would I put it down on the floor? It just makes it harder to reach.
Whatever you like to do.
Yes,
Okay.
you do not command me.
I'm sorry. May I go get my glass? I'll be right back. Let me get my glass.
Yes, you go get your glass while I talk to these youngsters and teach them things that are actually of importance. Once again, greetings, one and all. I am glad that all of you youngsters have joined myself and that pathetic human over there once again for an evening of, well, sampling only the finest of wines and sakes that are found in the land. Why is that significantly larger than mine?
Genetics. It's okay. It won't hold the whole bottle, even though it could.
Yes,
Well,
I could, and then I would swallow you whole. Don't think about that too hard.
shall I say Gambe?
Gone big.
That's the language of his land, how one would say, empty your glass. We're kind of off screen. We're going to push this back a little bit. Whole thing going back.
Ah, yes, we are that.
All right, and back. Yeah, there we are. How's that? Are we framed?
Well, they are now at a safe distance so that I may not bite their heads off when I see their insolence.
Oh, they're not going to be insolent. You, these are nice folk.
These kids these days, nice folk.
There we are.
Have you ever had the experience of having your noodles tugged? Don't think about that.
I'm not thinking about that at all.
Don't think about that too hard.
No, it kind of makes me hot, actually.
Goodness gracious, I did not know that you swung that way. I thought you just swung my noodles.
So I should confess to everyone here the technical difficulty. Don't blame First Stream this time. Blame the old Uncle Kage here because we went to what? We went to start streaming, and it's like, it's not streaming. Why is it not streaming? And it was Jianlong who finally said, and I quote, "You are not still streaming to YouTube, are you?" And I said, "No!" Yes, shit. So, sorry.
Yes, and this is why white people are known for screwing things up, and then they put the things they screw up in bags of rice and leave it overnight where a group of Asians then come and fix it for them.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Let us drink.
Sip your sake. He's a sake. Wow. That didn't last long.
You had half a drink. You're cut off. The rest is mine.
Hey, I pre-gamed, remember?
Yeah, you pre-gamed, yes, on my sake, and therefore you owe me it.
I have many more bottles.
Yes, they're all mine. I would know.
We have Tengu Mai. We have Dasai, the Otterfest label.
Yes.
We have Yuki Kage.
You have the Yuki Kage. So,
Snow
yes,
Maiden.
for the very low price of however exorbitant amount of dollars, you can drink Kage. Don't think about that too hard.
And we also have possibly the smoothest sake I have ever had. We'll start on that once we finish this bottle here.
Yes, indeed.
That is Dasai 20... Was it 27 or 23? 23.
Yes, there's the lowest one, I believe, in production.
Yes. The sake, of course, the milling ratio, they mill the rice. They grind it down before they actually make the sake. And the more they grind down the rice, the smoother the sake. This is a 50%, and I think there's a giant number 50 on the front. That's ground down to 50% remaining. I have had stuff that was ground down to 39%, and a very good friend of mine, Chitabengo, who is a Tengu himself, actually found 23%. It's like drinking sex. It's like an alcohol blowjob. I cannot begin to describe, you will enjoy it.
Do I want to know exactly what you are talking about?
Imagine a glass of wine that gives you a noodle job.
Yes.
Oh, somebody wants me to turn the mic volume up. I can do that.
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm leaning down to the mic volume. Do that, and... Is that better? Try saying something.
Yes. It should be better. Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3. Give me all your sake.
And me. Me too, don't forget me.
Ignore the old man over there. He doesn't know.
Kenta says it.
He's a lightweight. He cannot handle his sake.
Okay, how high does this go?
That is the highest I believe it can go.
Okay, now should we put that music on at the beginning? You see that, Tianlong was telling me, the music must be grandiose and it must make a statement when it comes on. Place the volume at full. And I was like, dude, you're going to blow out people's
Why
speakers.
did you just suddenly turn German? You are drinking Japanese rice wine.
Ich kenne nicht.
Goodness gracious.
Oh yes, James Blue Jay. Let them get a bit of booze and then the volume will turn up. James knows me.
That's what I was going to say, which is, why are you youngsters complaining anyways? Have you not watched our shows long enough to know that as the night goes on, our loud voices get even louder?
Yes. Now, a good question just came across from Darren Sakati. How many bottles do I owe you? Can you quantify them?
Well, let us see. There was a statement that I believe happened during my Winestream, or a Grumpy stream, I should say, a Grumpy stream back in April 25th. April 25th, I do not remember the date. It is a long time ago. And that statement was, for every time... What are you doing?
What am I doing? Earthquake. Go on.
Oh, earthquake, yes. For every time that I call Kage a wine thief, take a drink. And I shall apply that in this context where he has taken a drink out of my... What are you holding up in my
Out
face?
of your... You were saying?
Out of my stalks. And if you multiply that and you take the square root and then you find the exponential of that afterwards, you will come across the number 42. So you owe me 42 bottles.
Let me go get some more. And in the meantime, Kenta says, you got my package. That sounds really kinky. But I'll be right back.
Well, I do not know what you have. The only thing I know that you have is my sake. Anyhow, as he was saying earlier, we have in our possession a bottle of very, very fine sake. Some of the finest that I have had, which is a Dasai 23 Otterfest sake. That one in particular uses a sake rice that I particularly favor, which is a rice known as Yamananda Shiki. Don't try it, you're white. It's Yamananda Shiki. And that is a particular rice grain that is used in high-quality sakes. Some of ours, which, well, are our favorites, such as the Dasai, the Mirai Family Daiginjo, the Senshin 28, and various other high-quality sakes. So, what was my point? My point was you should give it to me, you should give it to myself, and perhaps I shall share with this grumpy old roach over here, and we shall sample it so that we may continue to rave on and on about it in future streams.
So, Kenta, before I open the package all the way, do y'all live on Chickasaw Trail? I gotta know. Actually, Hazard can't be a bomb. Andrax says Anthrax. No, Anthrax is a comic who is down in Melbourne, in Australia, and I perform with him. He's really amazing. So Kenta, the wife's UPS store is on Chickasaw Trail. Bunch of rednecks.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got in?
Well, who is this? Jerry says, instead of Kage paying me back, why not enslave some Asian human? Well, it's easier to get Kage to give me it back, because Asian humans, they have this thing about them, I believe it's called ninjas, so that whenever they see a dragon such as myself, they are quick to evade my claws, and therefore I cannot catch them.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Weren't you the one who is yelling about people confusing Japanese and Chinese culture?
Well, they said Asian, so it could be anything, and plus we are talking about sake, so only Japanese know how to make sake.
I have gotten a DVD set of Hogan's Heroes. Thank you very much, Kenta. Kenta knows that I'm very, very fond of not only World War II, but also Hogan's Heroes is the complete 4th season.
Yes, of course.
This is the one they changed Kinchlows midway through the season, and this is with the new Kinchlow. Anybody who's never seen Hogan's Heroes, well, first off, you're missing out. It was a groundbreaking TV series at the time. The very, very first time somebody dared try to make a light-hearted TV show about World War II, only 20 years after it ended.
Madoshi asks me, Tenno, do you like sushi since you like sake too? Sushi is somewhat peculiar with me. There are some sushis that my my stomach will agree with. And, well, it goes well with some sakes as well. And then there are simply the sushis that I don't even want to begin to think about because you don't want to know where that's been. There was an article that I read some time back about a woman in Japan who is eating raw sushi, which is also, well, raw fish, which is in that culture known as sashimi. And the sashimi had actually not been properly killed and was still alive when she had eaten it. I'm not going to go into details, but let's just say that she got way more than she paid for.
I have to. Is that sushi in your pocket, or are you just happy sashimi? Oh, Singha is here. Hello, Singha. Singha's from Singapore, isn't he?
Singha is from Singapore.
Singha, that's hence the name.
Yes.
Hello, La. Good to see you, Lord.
Yes, of course.
Oh, Singha, did you see the Singaporean Android keyboard that I came across? I tweeted. If you hadn't seen it, let me know. I'll put it up on the screen.
Please do not. Spare these youngsters your nonsense.
Your noodles are getting in your water.
You're touching
your
my... What did I tell you about touching my noodles?
I know, they're very sensitive. I'm sorry.
No, I told you that it is very undignified. You cannot touch my noodles in such a manner, otherwise these youngsters will not take me seriously.
Dr. Bob wants to know, are we going to any Ohio FurCons this year? Didn't you just go to one?
No.
No, where was that?
That was in Michigan.
Michigan, Ohio, those states all float around together.
Yes, of course.
Now, what do I know about geography? I'm American.
Yes, of course. Let's see what else. Tian ever had a that question flew by. Honorable Tian Long, I conjure you without your permission. Will you be mad? How could I say no to such a generous gift? That is almost saying that you would feel bad if you were to offer me a bottle of sake. Nonsense. Any gift that I could... I have no idea where he is running off. Any gift that I receive, I shall receive with the utmost grace. And I shall be able to properly thank you for it.
I'm trying to find that picture that our dear friend Kofu drew for you. Since you would accept any gift, you might have seen some snippets of it during the intro. I couldn't resist. That was artwork from Kofu, who is out at a convention.
Let us not mention that artwork ever again.
But it was a gift.
Do you really want to show them?
They saw it in the intro.
But they did not see it, well, for its full glory, so to say.
And Willie Dragon, yes, I am missing my lab coat. Both of my best lab coats, I realize, are in the laundry. They're at the dry cleaner, so I can't really wear a lab coat today, so sorry. I do have another lab coat I could wear, but I don't know if they want me to.
Which one is that?
It's one I don't think you've seen.
Is it one that I have not seen because I do not want to see it, or because it is something of a special lab coat?
It's both, and I should have known it. I'm seeing all over the place. Oh, crap. All right, I'll go put it on.
He's going to strip.
I am not going to strip. I'm going to put it on. It's the reverse of stripping it. Anyway.
It's the same to me. Taking your clothes on, taking it off, it won't make you look any better. Anyhow, let me see. Let us see what you youngsters are saying. Stop talking about Kage stripping. You all have terrible taste. Especially after... I dropped my straw. Especially after some of you youngsters who had been in my last Grumpy stream, and you told me to shake my finger at the camera in order to appease all of you and your naughty, lewd wishes. How dare you youngsters these days disrespect us elders and think we are nothing more than just fools and clowns for your entertainment? We are most definitely not such. We are the masters and the teachers of life's knowledge and experiences that we pass on to you. And what do you do with all that gracious... I lost my train of thought.
It was a local anyway. Well, this lab coat was one that was given to me by a friend. I just realized at Anthrocon 2001, and, well, I haven't actually worn it since then. You can probably see why. Well, it's a little crawly. So, should I leave it on? I think my guest is a little freaked out by it.
Spare me of the pain. Kill it before it lays eggs.
Oh, let me take it off.
Yes,
Okay, now I'm taking it off.
Yes,
right?
take it off. Yes.
Okay, here, let me just,
Yes. What are you doing?
It's called taking it off.
You're doing more than taking it off.
there you
You are
Oh, sorry, I forgot it. Here, let me. That's the roach coat, yes.
I can see why you do not wear it around anymore.
Okay, the great dragon afraid of roaches? Well, he really can't be. He's here, isn't he?
Yes, of course. My glass is empty. Slave, you know what to do.
Yeah, I know what to do. Your brother's back.
Yes, but...
There you go. In my culture, that's a great compliment.
In your culture?
In my culture, there you go.
No wonder your culture is so looked down upon by us Celestials.
Oh, and don't you pet me, especially with your lightning breath there.
What do you mean by my lightning breath? I only had hot pot for dinner.
Oh, somebody asked if you would grace them with a story from your homeland.
Grace them with a story from my homeland.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you one very interesting story from my homeland, which comes from none other than my mother herself. Now, most of you would know that mothers of the Chinese descent, they can be very vicious, and vicious in the sense that if you slip even once, no matter what you've done, no matter whether you did not wipe your feet before you entered the house, whether it was you getting bad grades on your monthly report card from school, those Chinese mothers, they can be extremely vicious. And one time I had fallen under such naughty behavior, so to say. I had been caught. What are you doing with that needle?
You were saying you'd been caught?
Yes, I had been caught, and I just caught you trying to mock my regality.
I was not mocking your regality, I was mocking your noodles. Now, we are on the edge of our seats. You were caught by your mother. Or was that what I heard? Yes. Your mother the car. I know, your mother the...
Let's me rephrase that, because that
Yes.
makes it sound completely inappropriate. Anyhow, I had been caught being mischievous. My big brother Qinglong would know. I had been caught being mischievous because I was trying to break into my father's alcoholic cabinet. Now, this is the thing about my drinking
alcoholic
habits.
cabinet?
Yes, the alcoholic cabinet.
Sounds like it needs help.
Well... Anyhow,
Yes.
I'd been caught trying to break into it. So, instead of a punishment that would have been suitable for, say, a young scandal such as myself back at the time, because I did not know any better, she gave me the pleasure of trying the alcohol. Now, I thought that this would have been the greatest thing in the world, because, well, when I had seen my own father drinking, he would be in such a gloriously happy state, and he seemed in such a light-hearted mood, and he was always so loud, and he was always so rambunctious, and he just seemed to have love for everything in the world. When he started to make love with the furniture in our house, that's when I knew that there was a problem.
I think you're... Okay, they don't need those details. Let's skip to the chase.
Yes. So I had my first try of alcohol. Now, this is the thing about most people and their first experiences with alcohol is you really don't realize when you've had far too much. And as a youngster, let's just say I got carried away. And when I said carried away, I thought my mom looked hot. That was when I was a youngster.
Let's take some more questions, shall we? Caraway is here. And I noticed Drax is here. Drax, is this indeed the very first time you have actually been able to see an intro with the amazing, lovely orchestral music that you made for me? Every time I've tried to play it in the past, Drax wasn't here, or if he was here, things went wrong and I couldn't play it.
Yes, of course. I have a question from Malfunctions.
Yeah.
Tianlong, do you ever had med? I believe you mean did I ever have med? Me. Are you making fun of my accent?
It's your language, I'm just trying to use it.
It is my language, and I shall speak it the way that I want it to. I will not have you filthy bug trying to correct me in my language.
Can I interrupt you? Ushi is here. Hello, Ushi.
Ushi.
Ushi Liebchen, hello.
Yes, greatings, Ushi.
Ushi is a very good friend of the family, and she lives in Berlin. She is coming to North Carolina in about 3 months, to visit my dear mother. So we look forward to seeing you.
Very nice. But anyways, I have not had the pleasure of drinking mead. However, I have heard of its flavor being more on the sweeter side. And I, for one, I am not too fond of sweeter things. But however, if it gets me drunk enough to think that this filthy human is hot, then perhaps I shall consider it.
Also, I notice if there's any Deutsche Furs watching, it is not only Uschi from Berlin. Andre is with her. Andre, the hairless master of alcohol himself, and this
Andre
is
is
his
with her.
birthday.
It is Andre's birthday.
It is Andre's birthday. We will say Prost!
Prost to you, Andre. I have not had the pleasure of meeting you, but I hope one day our paths will cross.
Tyra wants to know, do you have a liver still? Yes, he does. He ripped the mailman's out earlier.
What was that about the liver?
The one that you ripped out
Ah,
of the
yes,
mailman.
it was quite tasty. I did not even have to put any sauce on it. That's the one thing that I appreciate about all the American foods, is that the American diet has a lot of meat in it, and that meat tends to be very tender.
What are you doing?
I'm simply trying out the American fare.
American fare.
Yes.
I'm going to keep going.
Yes,
Dynamite wants to know, any chance of having a drink with us at Anthrocon 2016? A drink with him? Yes. With me, you better be able to walk very fast.
I have a question from Crystal Aristocats. Yes, Crystal from the Aristocats.
Yes. What's the best
indeed.
food to pair with your sake?
Most of the time I would pair my food with sushi. After all, that is pretty much the traditional way that to have sake, if you should pair it with any sort of food, it is most commonly done with sushi.
That's because that's all the Japanese ever eat.
Yes, of course.
Rufus says, test, back.
Yes,
Test
yes,
back.
back. Yes.
Test,
I prefer when they say pink, so that I may respond with palm. And then they tell me that, haha, you're funny, and I say, haha, that's racist.
Yes.
And I say, haha, that's racist because they cannot
Yep.
tell me I am racist. I am Chinese.
The little dino wants to know, what is my favorite place to go to? Would be Germany. Ich liebe Deutschland. It is a magnificent country. I love the people there. We have Usha, we have Andre, we have the Euroferns crew. Germany is like a second home to me. One that serves really, really freaking good booze. So yes, I like going.
Yes, of course.
James Blue Jay wants to know, does sake age well? Why don't you tell him?
Sake age well. Well, it is almost the same as with any other alcohol when it ages as well. I personally do not like it when sake ages well. It's like any other alcohol. It will turn and go bad.
Yes, it will. Red wine ages well because it has tannins in it that keeps it, it's a natural preservative.
Whereas with the white wines and rice wines
Yep.
as well, both of them, if you have not consumed them
Yep.
for long periods of time, they will begin to turn into, well,
Ick.
vinegar. And it's
Yep.
ick.
I do not drink sake older than 18 months. I don't drink Rieslings older than 3 years.
Yes. And did we not just try a Riesling the other night together? I mean, did you not steal some of my Riesling the other night?
You were so drunk you offered it to me.
That is a blatant lie. I
No.
would never offer you anything other than to be eaten whole.
Uh-huh. You were drunk and you did offer it to me, but you were not so drunk because that stuff had gone off. That's why you offered it to me. It was the color of pale orange juice that had been watered down.
It was the color of my
The color
of my
your-
scales.
Yes, basically.
Yes, the color of my scales, my yellow
Yep.
complexion.
And it tasted like mold.
I don't think
Yep.
even mold would taste that bad. The way that I was eating it, it felt like I had cleansed myself through with holy water.
And Drax, being very, very British, was very, very polite to say, may I ask you a question? Drax, this chat is screaming by so fast, you better just shout it out or we ain't gonna see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Us grumpy old men, especially when we have
Yeah.
sake here,
Yeah.
our attention is diverted between many things, including each other's terrible company. So
Yeah.
if you have something to ask, you might as well just blurt it out several times, in fact.
And you did. I heard a rumor you're attending SunnyCon in the UK this September. Is this true? No, that is not true. SunnyCon is in June. I am going to be at SunnyCon at the end of June this year. It is in Sunderland in the UK, and yes, I will be there as a guest.
Ah,
And somebody asked, okay, Kenta, please, let's not talk about that, okay? Let's see. How tall is Chen Long?
How-
Well, it kind of depends. When he's inside my house drinking my booze, he's about 6 inches taller than me. But I have seen some news footage, very, very shaky news footage, that made him look a lot taller.
I deny everything. I am not responsible for any sort of earthquake or tremor.
Really? Lightning storms, lightning strikes, windstorms, mysterious footprints over neighborhoods.
Those were by aliens. Those were made by aliens and Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Yes, Bigfoot. Bigfoot is living here in North Carolina, and he is haunting you.
So I'm surprised you didn't blame Darkleather.
Yeah, well, he's on the other side of the world causing all the problems there.
Yep. Kara Wolfhog, do you remember the history project I interviewed you for? I apologize, Kara. I get interviewed for a history project about once every month. You might have to narrow that down a little bit. What is Tien's job? What is your job? What do you celestial dragons do for a living?
We collect sake and we eat humans.
Okay, well, what do you get paid for?
Sake and humans.
Oh, right, okay, that is Tien's job. Would you ever want to go to the Netherlands?
Ever want to go to the Netherlands if they invited me, perhaps?
Oh, yes. Why would they invite somebody who's going to step all over their towns and cause lightning storms and earthquakes?
Because I would be able to grace them with my presence, and my presence alone would make up for all the destructive tendencies that I bring.
That might work on the Chinese. I don't think it works on the Dutch.
All right.
And, Little Dino, do you plan to go to FWA next year? No. Do I plan to go, there was another one. Do I go to Further Confusion? It's very expensive and it's rather far. I've not been able to go to Further Confusion just on financial grounds. Am I going to Furry Fiesta? I've never been invited to Furry Fiesta. Once again, financial grounds, can't go. Have you ever heard of somebody who was floated to Anthrocon or another con? Well, I know somebody who sort of glided to Anthrocon. It looked like he was floating because he got into the stash before he arrived.
What are you talking about?
Your brother.
Ah, of course, my brother, he got into the stash? Big brother, how could you?
Oh, it's a brother thing, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Shammy T, did you ever watch the 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat? Shammy, my cat's name was Fritz in the 70s. Yes, I saw it.
Mew VG asks me, which creature of Chinese descent would you say has the most power or magic other than dragons like yourself, of course? I will be honest with you, Mew. I do not really look at other creatures lower than dragons because they are not worth my time nor my attention. However, I would personally say that the creature that would be the equivalent of dragons would be none other than the phoenix. The phoenix, the symbol of grace, longevity, wisdom, peace, and all sorts of other more passive traits, I would say, rather than the destructive tendencies that I have.
You mean you have destructive tendencies?
I'm about to destroy your face if you keep up that impudence.
Next question, let's see. Would you ever want to travel all around the world? I have. And Kenta, can we preview any of your news stories for the new year, please? Maybe a little later, we'll see.
Yes, perhaps a little later you shall have to entertain all of us while I entertain myself with that bottle of sake.
Great. Somebody's got 2 friends who are watching who don't know what the fandom is and want me to tell them. You're going to have a half-drunken old fart on the internet tell your friends what furry is. Look,
you're going to have 2 drunken old farts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go to www.anthrocon.org and go to About Furry. I was sober when I wrote that.
And if you are too impatient to do such things, as all you youngsters are, you want to know what furry is, it is what you're watching right now. It is exactly who is speaking right now. We are the characters that come to life from your imaginations and provide you with the entertainment that you choose to partake in this fine Saturday evening.
Yeah. And Tyra wants to know why the big wine glass is in my hand, because I ain't going to let it be in his hand.
Why not? That is a good question indeed.
Because you would scratch it with those amazingly sharp claws of yours.
Yes, but if I don't scratch that, I might scratch you first.
Next question. Oh, are the winged European dragons as nice as the powerful noodles?
Are they as nice as you powerful noodles? Well, let me put it this way. The Western dragons, so to say. The Western dragons, they are known in folklore as the banes of human civilizations. They are the ones that tear apart and ravage all of the human lands, and, you know, that is where the whole stories about kidnapped princesses and knights in shining armor have to go slay the powerful dragons in order to rescue such princesses and save the land. Whereas For us Chinese dragons, we are treated with grace and utter respect because the humans that serve us know better than to oppose our power, and therefore they tend to survive a lot longer, unlike those who dare oppose our will.
Yes, Kenta. Yes. Oh, would you ever kidnap a princess?
Would I ever kidnap a princess? Well, it depends on what kind of princess it was. If it was a princess such as one as stupid as Princess Peach who gets herself kidnapped just for the hell of it, then no. If it were a princess that would actually be able to sway perhaps some certain figures to give me back my wine...
Well, don't you know about Princess Peach?
Mhm.
Princess Peach is a herpetophile and also a chubby chaser. That's why she's always getting caught by Bowser here and so on.
Perhaps that means I'm next. I don't want to think about that notion.
No.
Let us see.
How was the 1920s in America for you?
How was the 1920s in America for you? I can't remember most of it because, well...
Aha, yes. Furry Fox says, if you move to Pittsburgh, area to suggest you move to North Shore. I love the North Shore. And Chenlong, how bad is Kage? Next question. Oh, have you ever thought about...
Ask me in a couple of hours. Perhaps I will have a more permanent answer.
Bah. Have you ever thought about a guard for your stash?
I used to have a guard for my stash. His name was Ting Long, also known as my bigger brother. Unfortunately, he and we developed the same drinking tendencies around the same time, and, well, we can't really trust one another around each other's stash now.
There are other brothers that I've heard about, besides you and Ting.
Really?
Yes.
And who might they be?
Well, there was Huey Long, there was Not So Long, there was So Long, there was, what?
Who are these Longs that you have heard of? Because they sound almost as if they were human scoundrels themselves.
Have you ever fallen in love with a human being?
I need a refill. I need a refill.
Take care.
Yes.
And Looks would like to know, if I could move to any place on Earth, regardless of money or job, where would I go? How about language? Germany. I do love Germany. I would love to live in Germany. Let's see. Although I was having a conversation with a very, very nice chap named Bjorn. He's one of the patrons on my Patreon. Yes, I have a Patreon if you want to support this endeavor. Bjorn and I were talking on this infernal computer thing, and he was telling me all about Norway, where he lives. And it's great. It sounded absolutely fantastic until he got to the point when he said, oh, and the government controls all alcohol. That's it. Fuck you, Norway. No.
That is what I and my human have to deal with up north in Ontario.
Oh, Tianlong, Albert the Cat wants to know, what's your human slave up to?
The human slave up to right now, he best be out searching for my wine while I distract you here. I mean, he must be fast asleep guarding the wine stock for me and making sure that you don't get into it. Yes.
Hello, Bjorn. That's him right there.
Greetings, Bjorn.
And Leo the Lion says, slavery is illegal in the U.S. It's illegal.
Yes, he speaks as if he thinks that I am bound by your so-called law.
Yeah, but I want to know what illegal is. Do either of us intend on, are we going to Anthro, New England next January again? I would love to go to every single convention out there, but I'm not made of money. Generally, in order to be able to afford to go to a convention, I kind of have to be invited as a guest.
What he said.
There are some cons that I go to on my own, but again, you would not believe. Everybody thinks, oh, he's got a doctorate in chemistry, he's paid a lot. Nah, doesn't work that way. Oh, Little Dino, who is your favorite artist? Kage and Tien. Who's my favorite artist? Who's your favorite artist?
Well, he had stated your name first, so you should go first.
This is a politically awkward question because there's always somebody out there that says, but I absolutely adore Tanya Darial's art. She is great.
Yes, and on my end, it would have to be Silver Fox. Silver Fox, who comes from Malaysia, and was also most recently one of the guest of honors at Furry Weekend Atlanta this past year.
Yep.
Silver Fox, he has such a consummate style of blending in real painting techniques with the irresistibly cute chibi style of his characters.
Yep. And Crystal Aristocats wants to know, what is Kage's average bar tab at a con? Well, Crystal, I couldn't tell you. I don't pay for my booze.
Honorable Tianlong, if I see you at a convention, may I hug you? How about I make you a deal? 1 bottle equals 1 hug.
And please shower first, rinse any chocolate off your hands, and don't have a runny nose, please.
Yes, please. And make sure when you hug, your hands do not fall lower than my waist.
Yep. Kenta, are you sure we can't get you back into the pink bunny suit? Yes, I'm sure you can't get me back into the pink bunny suit. Let's see. Oh, and not to make you feel bad, but general consensus was that Confuzzled this year was the best one yet. Shame you missed it. Thanks, Drax. Yes, I feel delightful. I was at a convention this weekend instead of Confuzzled. And it was not in England.
Should that convention name
Nin. Oh, do celestial dragons shed their skin?
Do we shed our skin? Well, we shed our scales. I am not sure what you're talking about skin. Skin is awfully non-protective. It does not protect you against cuts, scrapes, or even such things as human bullets or whatnot, whereas dragon scales are built tougher than that. Perhaps that is why we are a lot more strong and withstanding than most humans that we crush.
They're built for tough.
Yes, they're built for... What? I heard that.
Albert the Cat wants to know, did you know there's footage of you in a Hamtaro suit on the internet? No, there is not. That's a lie. Jianlong, what are your views on bronies? My third friend is a brony. He's interested in the furry fandom.
Well, I think the last time I had a brony, it was quite crunchy, so I think...
Ixnay on the unchi cray. We like
But he
bronies. We like bronies. They're wonderful people. As a matter of fact,
But he asked me what I think about it.
I am going to be at BronyCon this year, not as an attendee, but as an exhibitor. We are building that bridge between furries and bronies. So if a friend is going to Brony, yes, Tianlong will be there too.
I will be at BronyCon.
Yes, tell him just to look for the very, very large red and yellow dragon with the noodles on his face and the wine in his hand.
Yes, indeed.
How much older is your brother Ching?
How much older is my brother Ching? I think my older brother is in this chat. Let him
Yes,
answer.
he's right there. He says much older.
Much older, yes.
Much older la.
Therefore, he is an older brother because he is older. That is the answer that I will give you. There was a question up above that said, Tien, have I ever had con crud? There is a story of a con crud that I had back at Midwest Fur Fest in 2013. This was before my human slave had invited me to join this pathetic world. But back in 2013, I had been obviously attending at that convention, and I found myself having no voice by the second day of the convention.
Yeah.
That convention, on the Friday, I had already lost my voice and I could barely speak. It was a pain to even breathe because my windpipe was just so scorched by some unknown force that I truly felt like I had to either leave the convention early or go to the hospital. But in the name of fun, I decided to remain at that convention. And then it turns out that after that convention, it was not just myself. There was apparently an outbreak of food poisoning due to the deep dish pizza that is served at that convention, or at least in the restaurant surrounding it. And according to a tweet made by someone that I had heard on Twitter, apparently at that time the drinking water at Midwest Fur Fest was not clean. It had high concentrations of lead in it.
Really?
Apparently so.
Odd, very odd.
This is all speculations, but regardless, that was not a fun experience.
That is rather dreadful. Cyan Glacier Tooth wants to know if I've been to Dusseldorf. Yes, I've been to Dusseldorf. I very often go to Essen-Kettwig, which is not very far from Dusseldorf, and I usually land at Dusseldorf to get there.
Astro Fox asked, Tien, do I have a hoard? Yes, I have a hoard, and it is currently at this old roach's house, which is why I am here.
Tyro wants to know, is there a pill to attract the lead out of the human body? Believe it or not, Tyro, yes, there is. It is called ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, EDTA, and it will basically pull the lead. It is used for heavy metal poisoning. It will pull the... Oh, Quantum Dragon wants to know why you're so adorable for a big, quote, scary
I
quote dragon.
am not adorable, not in any way, shape, or manner.
Are you?
It is all lies, speculations, blasphemy, rumors, and Photoshop spread by you youngsters. And I say Photoshop because there are you youngsters that have been putting up more than adorable pictures of me on the internet.
Philana, did you see the video, What the Fur? I probably have. It's up to you to decide if it's a good intro to the furry fandom. If it embarrasses you, then no.
Kuyani asks a very interesting question to both of us. They would like to know, what is the worst and best alcoholic drink that we have had?
The best one is the one in my hand at any given time.
And the best one is the one that he has in his cellars because they are the ones that belong to me.
And the worst?
Well, the worst for me, I'll have to tell you right now, it's a 4-letter word that I do not like saying, so I think you know which one it is. You shall say it for me.
Soju? Sorry.
It does not sit well with me, it really does not.
How did you deal with World War II?
How did I deal with World War II?
You're an ancient creature. Did you sleep through it?
Lots of lightning, storms, and thunder and whatnot to set the dramatic mood for all of those movies.
Since you have KP Soul in your back pocket, can you force it into KP again? Not till after Anthrocon. Thank you very much. Let's see. Do dragon noodles grow continuously throughout a dragon's life?
Yes, of course. It is like facial hair on a human. It just grows continually. And, well, dragons can choose to trim it, but it is as if you were trying to trim the nails on a dog or a cat. And let me tell you from experience, it's not pleasant.
Why?
Because it's that same feeling you get when, say, you feel as if someone is trying to pull your nail off.
Ow?
Yes, that is why we do not prefer to trim our whiskers. And besides, our whiskers also double as feelers as well. They help us detect air currents in the air and several... I am holding this glass. I cannot defend myself. What are you doing?
I'm just looking to see who all is on your agenda. Don't you snap at me. All right.
Hey, Tianlong, what happens if you fart?
You die. Oh, educate us. Tell us something special about yourself that most of us may not know about. I got one. I got one for Crystal.
Okay.
You want to know something about me that most of you may not know about? This is a true story. When I was a very, very, very small child, age 1 to 2, I had a paralyzing, deathly fear of lab coats. That's true.
And for myself, perhaps this may not be as much of a shock to the audiences before me, but as much as I seem to detest the presence of youngsters, I actually do quite enjoy interacting with the young crowd. Perhaps it is because old folks such as myself, we long for the days that we were youthful, that we may join and interact with you youngsters, that we were once a part of that generation, but now that that time has long passed, we can only cling on to whatever we can. As this old roach says himself, at our age, we take it where we can get it.
He's depressing me.
You have many years to go until you feel the pains that I feel.
Belarus Sparkle wants to know, how do you award the housekeepers at Anthrocon for the hell they have to go through? I would hope that the attendees award them with proper tips to begin with, but I also buy donuts and coffee for the housekeepers before and after the convention, and I basically have a briefing meeting with them and a debriefing meeting with them, and I ask for names and room numbers. If anybody gave the housekeepers trouble, they gave me trouble, and they hear from me after the convention. That usually makes the housekeepers feel better.
Tianlong, what is your worst fear? My worst fear is this being empty, and right now it looks quite close to being empty, so refill, now. Get to it, human.
Yeah.
I am waiting. Do you not see my scales growing gray while I am waiting? What, are you trying to make me age on purpose? You know that does mean that I get much grumpier.
Jen, what do you think about Tales from Earthsea?
Tales from Earthsea. Let's see. Tales from Earthsea. I have not had the pleasure of knowing about such things. What about you?
The book was fantastic. The movie, not so much.
Isn't that how it is these days? Is that
Yeah.
you take a best-selling book and you try to turn it into a best-selling movie, and then that movie ends up destroying everything that book stands for.
Shuken Flash. Do you prefer sake hot or chilled?
Chilled. There is no
Bite
question.
your tongue. Sake is never served hot.
Tell that to 2.
2 is a Luddite.
Yes, 2 is a Luddite as well because he drinks reds.
Eternal life for a youthful body till you die. I'd say youthful body till you die.
Perhaps. Albert asks, Tianlong, do your scales shed? Yes, of course they shed. What are you talking about? Otherwise we would not be able to maintain our regal appearances if we kept old and nasty wrinkled scales.
I have to read this one the way it's written. Kage, hat do you do at Anthrocon when the elevators gives a fuck about doing Thoyer jobs?
Did they not see the videos that we had posted?
Dude, we browbeat the Weston into doing a multi-million-dollar elevator upgrade.
For you youngsters, for you!
And if you so much as dare to bitch about them this year, I will hunt you down!
Yes, you'll find my fangs gnawing at your doors, and when you open those doors, they'll be around your neck.
Yeah. And Singha wants to know what you get when you cross Tianlong and a Merlion, a tourist attraction. Zapcat, if soju was the only alcohol left in the world, somehow would you drink it? No, I would pour it on my body and set it on fire.
If it was that drastic, I would rather just basically dehydrate myself.
Mm-hmm. And Tyra wants to know, what does Hamsak Lo mean? Oh, I'm sorry, Hamsak Guaylo. So if I were to say, oh hi, Hamsak Guaylo, what does that mean?
Silence! Silence!
Why don't you tell Tyra what it means?
I will not tell any of them youngsters what
Maybe
it
I'll
means.
tell them.
You better not tell them.
Okay, I won't.
Yes, if you value your neck, you will not tell them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Singha face test. No, Singha, you're not ready to face test yet, and neither is your brother.
Why?
Chico pecan mo. I love that phrase. Anmo. It rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? What? And Chico Pe, yes, I know that one.
Could you stop? We have not even reached the first hour of this stream yet.
Correction, Drax, a horny old white man. Oh, Tian, aside from alcohol, what do you enjoy the most?
Aside from alcohol, what do I enjoy the most? Getting it without counting.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. It's a good answer.
Yes, getting it.
Cara Wolfhog, why must you have parents' permission for AC? Because I ain't a fucking babysitter, that's why. Okay, next.
Let us see. Well, there was someone that asked why telephone isn't on the stream. Why not you explain?
Okay, there's 2 reasons why telephone's not on the stream. 1, telephone has better taste than that.
Yeah.
2...
What are you saying about me?
Okay. 2, telephone is not going to come chasing after alcohol, like some people will.
What are you saying about me? Both of those, I suspect, were jibes at me.
Jinlaw and Singha, I will both give you $100 if you'll tell me how to say, my friend is a drunken idiot in Cantonese, if you by any chance.
Yes, and Qinglong and Singa, I will let you two live when I see you at Anthrocon if you refrain from doing so.
And Ice Wolf, no. As long as it didn't cause any problems, no. Oh, and Drax says make it a red. Then I can keep Kage from having it. Yes, I do not drink reds.
Yes,
And-
Red Dragon's drinking red wine.
Yes. Oh, Belarose Sparkle, how did you and Tien met? I think that means meet. How did we meet?
How did we meet? I believe it started off at a convention known as Motor City Furry Con back last year in 2014. This is a convention that's replaced Furry Connection North after they had unfortunately shut down operations after 2013.
Yes.
I believe it went something like this. I was in the fursuit parade minding my own business, yelling at youngsters, being myself.
He was like, out of the way, and stuff
I took
like
my
that. Yeah.
stick, I took my mighty stick, and I was clearing the crowds left and right, trying to make sure that no one got in my way.
And it was a mighty stick.
when I suddenly heard my name being hailed from the distance, and in the corner, in complete seclusion, as if he were trying to hide from the crowds, was a little man in a lab coat. And this man was frantically waving his arms over, and I was perplexed at first because I thought this was just another fanboy because, well, frankly, that is all that I dealt with that day. And I had walked up to the man, and he said, "Yes, I need to take some photos. I need to take some photos of your Majesty, so that I may honor your presence here, and worship you in such appropriate ways." And then, after a year and a half almost of chasing him down and the rest of my wine, here we are.
That's not how I remember it.
Okay, then how do you remember it?
I remember it more like this. I remember being at the bar, and this large yellow and red creature came up, and, well, okay, he had a glass like this.
And?
Someone had given me a fursuit straw, and I just thought it would be very, very funny if I were to, something like that. And he's been chasing me ever since.
I have not. You make it sound almost as if I am attracted to you. Blasphemy! You humans are disgusting.
You're not attracted to me. You're attracted to my bottles.
I want to suck your bottles. Yes, what was that? Next question.
Shin-Long, control your brother, please.
Yes, next question. Yes, next question.
Have I noticed an increase in the furry fandom when the Roni fandom came about? Hard to tell. The furry fandom has been increasing steadily. I couldn't say when it started.
When does one require a fursuit straw?
When you're in a fursuit? That's a good one. Yeah?
I would have said, I don't know,
Yeah.
you tell me.
Do you like Dutch angel dragons?
Dutch angel dragons, they sound tasty. Is that like the donut I had today?
You may not eat angel dragons.
What?
They were too cute.
All right,
Yeah.
if you say so.
Madaro, for me, have you ever got a tattoo or ever wanted one? No and no.
Wolfbite asks, who is more cuddly, me or my brother? Let me tell you this. You try to cuddle my brother, it'll be the last thing you ever feel.
And there we have it, straight from the dragon's mouth. What exactly was your childhood like? Kenta, how much time do you think I have tonight? That's sort of like saying, what's it like existing? What was my childhood like? That's a long question. In short, rather happy. I had excellent parents. You might have met them. They gave me just enough leeway to develop on my own person, but they always knew when to smack me around.
Yes, my childhood was, well, quite like any other Asian childhood. We had very, very strict parents that wanted nothing but the best for myself and my big brother. And then we found the wine cabinet. And then our childhood disappeared.
And Jinlong says, little bro goes all zappy.
Yes, we go all zappy.
Hey, ow, that hurt. Caraway, kind of what I would imagine a toilet duck block would taste like. What are you talking about?
What? Caraway? What are you on about? Silly rabbit!
Okay, Caraway and Drax, that is the British invasion into this channel here.
Wait,
Caraway's...
the British are invading? We must prepare.
And how are we going to do that?
By drinking more.
I will warn you, Caraway is a wine thief. He is a bunny that kind of blinks in. He's the white rabbit who shows up and grabs your stuff and disappears down the rabbit hole.
Really? Because the last time I asked Caraway, it was you who fed him the wine.
I could swear that was you.
How could it have been me? I have not had the pleasure of meeting Caraway, but I have spoken with him, and it was you who had forced that glass in his hand when it should have been mine.
I have a distinct, very clear memory.
Really?
Actually, wait, no, it was me. Okay, never mind that.
Yes,
Yep.
you have been caught, Redhead.
Wolfbite is British too.
Wolfbite. See, it is the.
So is Gary Ferret. Oh my God, they're all over the place. They're multiplying like rabbits. Hi, Caraway. Ow. Where do you see the fandom in 10 years? Exactly where it is now, just bigger.
Yes, much bigger indeed.
Oh yes, I got Caraway wasted a con. He turned gray and had to run out and puke.
Kazari is British as well. Kage is British. Kiba Wolf is British. I have no idea what you have done to attract all these British folk.
I'm high class. It's the hat. It's the bowler. That's what it is.
Yes, it's the bowler indeed. It's the bowler and the enthusiasm for drinking yourself silly.
Let's see. Oh, Dragon 6 is Dutch, Warriors American, Furry Foxes. Ah, Furry Foxes c'est français. Bonjour, Furry Foxes. Eh oui, je suis le barbare. Je ne parle pas français. What will AC 2030 be like? I don't know. I'll be dead then.
Tien, would you wear something with this logo on it? What logo is he talking about?
Something about a logo like a Dragon Sports logo. Now the thing is, we cannot go clicking on links here. This is going by so fast we can't afford to.
You youngsters must realize that not only are many of you in the chat and there are only 2 of us here, we are currently distracted. We are distracted by something called sake, and when we drink more, it means that our attention goes down.
And Furry Foxes, I will have you know, most of the French furs that I know refer to me as tonton, and that is uncle.
Yes.
Other French furries...
Tonton Kage.
Tonton Kage. Other French furries refer to me as le vieux dégoûtant, which I am told means distinguished older gentleman.
How do you say perverted old white man in French?
Vieux dégoûtant.
Why did I even bother asking?
Well, I think it's the same phrase, because it's the French.
Yes, perhaps it is.
Yep.
Tianlong, do you have any of my fellow sled dogs sending wine your way yet? I have not.
Husky.
Yes, from Jerry Husky. I have not seen any sort of sled dogs making their way to my doorstep and sending me wine. And this is a problem, because if I don't have wine, you don't have fun.
Yep.
How about that?
And deer ferns. You want to know how many conventions do I think I've been to? I stopped counting at 200. I've been to more than 200 conventions in my life.
Yes.
And rubber text raccoon. Drinking sake with a flame-breathing dragon. You don't breathe flame.
I don't breathe flame.
You spit lightning.
Yes, I spit lightning. I take the lightning and then I zap impudent youngsters with it.
I have seen what he does. He is very, very huge outside. He lands in a city, and then with those huge feet of his, he rubs them across the rubble, shuffles them back and forth, then he reaches down to people and goes, zap, like that.
And for those that are smart enough to hide under those so-called lightning towers, I just simply reach down and I pluck at their tiny bodies in between my claws. And I bring them to my face and hold them up to the skies so that they may realize what their inevitable fate is before I drop them in my jaws.
Feel better now?
Yes, where were we?
1, I'm going to get another bottle. 2, don't move your paw. You drooled on the floor. Be right back.
Was I that enthusiastic?
Yes.
I apologize. I did not mean to be that enthusiastic nor undignified on the stream. I just simply got carried away. Tien and Kage, what are the best cons that you have been to? Well, I shall answer for myself. Midwest Fur Fest, my utmost favorite convention, hands down. Midwest Fur Fest has always been something of a fond memory for me, as that is the first place that my human pet had gone to a furry convention at. And since then, he has not missed a year since he had joined. What are you doing?
You drooled on the floor, I told you. At least I think that's drool. You got very excited for a while there.
What is your favorite convention? I was going to respond to them with either Eurofurence or Midwest.
Eurofurence.
Eurofurence.
I love Eurofurence. I love Germany. I love Eurofurence. And look what I have. That. No. It's to be savored. Not you get your noodles out.
But I must.
First, you untie this one. No, you must untie it.
You are making me very, very angry.
Then you have the bris.
The breast?
No, the bris.
The breasts?
Yes.
Is it plural or singular? Because
Shima Israel, Adonai Le'olam. There we go. Okay, we've done that part. All right, let's see how many people get it out there. Okay, Albert the Cat says, oh, drink it all quick. Here we go. All right.
That is a bad idea.
Astro Fox wants to see your tail.
Is this...
We saw it on the Grumpy stream. Could we see it again? No, Astro Fox, I will simply tell you, yes, he has a tail, and a very glorious one at that. Oh! Kerp says, greatness from Western Australia. Oh, mate, how you doing?
Yes. Greetings from Australia.
Yep.
Yes.
And Hyler didn't know Kage was Jewish.
Huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
What? I heard you say something along the lines of you are Jewish.
Adonai Zuri Ego Ali.
Huh? I am confused at the moment. Let me have another drink. Perhaps that shall clear things up.
And Robotech's raccoon says, Mazel Tov. And Leo the intellectual lion wants to know, are you on G+? No. If you mean Google+, the answer is no. It's fuck no. I don't like Google trying to take over my life.
Does it bother me when I eat human
phone?
Pick that up for me.
I beg you.
Yes, you are not excused nor pardoned.
And you tend to dribble that. You need to suck this dry before you go putting it down.
You want me to suck it dry?
Yes. Chien will not show his tail because this is not a stream. Kage, show us your tail. No. Besides, Caraway, you saw my tail in my hotel room that time, remember?
Excuse me?
Cyan Glacier Tooth says, Kage's Jewish. What do you think? What? What's the point of eating humans as they are way too small?
The point of eating humans that they are way too small? Well, I eat a lot of them. That makes up for the size. How many dragons is there like Tianlong? None. Because I don't think that any come even close to being as irritated as I am on a daily basis.
Not a single one could be as irritating as you. You're correct.
You are beginning to test my patience. We might just have to end this early, for I will have my claws around your neck.
No, we can't do that. I got patrons out there who need to have it go the full length. So sorry. And Robotech says, I'll drink to that.
10, what would make you giggle?
Yep.
To see his tail.
No, not going to happen. Then again, if somebody wants to start making donations, who knows? Quantum Dragon wants to know what my favorite weather formation is, and Tien, how do you make that weather formation? I like the wall cloud.
And how do I make that weather formation? I take many clouds and I stack them up, so it makes a wall.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Let us see.
Tenzo, will you go to more cons after you retire? Maybe if I got the money. Leo says, Chen, take Kage out. He took me out to dinner. Took me out to dinner. We went to Noodles and Company for dinner.
You were not supposed to show that.
If $500 shows up in my PayPal, you'll get to see my tail. Oh, but Butterwolf, have you ever attempted to eat another dragon ever?
I do not believe in cannibalism. Besides, it is much easier to eat humans. Why would I try to mess with my own kind?
Ice Wolf, I have sent you an email which I think you might be interested in. We'll see about that.
Forio says he took you out to dinner. Are you sure that he didn't have you for dinner? Well, I had dinner, but I still have you for dessert.
Oh, we still have that piece of chocolate cake, which you don't dare eat because it would get all over your noodles. I'll just have to have it.
But that is my cake.
I beg your pardon?
It is my cake.
Dragons don't eat cake. And a question from Holland. Do you prefer Tai Chi or Kung Fu?
I prefer, in my old age, it would only be suitable for me to continue practicing Tai Chi. I leave Kung Fu to you youngsters with your crazy imaginations of being able to do a triple backflip and land in a split.
Every time I go to Starbucks, I get it. The Tai Chi. I love this stuff. A Grande Tai Chi.
But wait, the Grande Tai Chi, what are you talking about?
At Starbucks, a Grande Tai Chi latte.
But what does a Tai Chi taste like?
Kind of not like coffee, but it is.
Disgusting.
Yep. And Jinlong says, so many tasty cakes. No, we are not in Philadelphia. There are no tasty cakes down here.
No, not at all.
Yep. Oh, wait. Okay, Kenta, Megaplex, would you be willing to join my wife, myself, and a few friends in Cards Against Humanity? Okay, Kenta, I would dearly love to, but I've gotten really burned out on the game.
Let me say it like this. There's only so much that you can appreciate about the game in terms of the cards you put up. And then suddenly it just becomes the same thing over and over again.
Necro Skullfang wants to know, is there a dragon god of death? I think I'm sitting next to it right now.
Yes, and he's got his eyes on you.
Mm-hmm. Albert the Cat, if two griffin fell in a river and you only had 2 minutes to save him, what kind of sandwich would you make? Philly cheesesteak, of course. Yo.
Of course. And if they make it wrong, what do you say?
Actually you don't. If they make it wrong, you just walk out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, Jianlong, how long could you stand someone hyperactive before you either zap them or eat them? Well, let's think back to the last con we were at. You can ask the question there.
The last con that we were at, which shall remain unnamed for the sake of the person I am talking about. Let's just say that convention for myself did not really go as planned because of the fact that there were simply not enough humans there to eat. But there was one in particular, who we both know, who would not keep their mouth shut.
Which one? Let's not mention it.
Let's not mention it.
Yeah.
Yes, but his convention ended quite early, as if that convention did not end early enough, sad to say.
As if Qianlong had a fursuit, Leo, the intellectual lion, would like to know who made it.
Who made it? Who made the first suit? Well, that is a good question. I remember now. The main mantle of Tianlong. The mantle of Tianlong is made by none other than Midori, who is the owner of Suitadile Creations. She lives in Maryland. And the rest of my great, powerful, majestic form is made by Wolfbird of Northern Lights Costume Creations, who lives in Montreal, Canada.
Oh, so he's a Frenchie.
Yes, they are Frenchie.
Yeah. Elero Sparkle wants to know, how was the gunpowder treason? You mean the one in Oklahoma City? I was there for that one.
Yes.
When a cottage cheese monster breaks into my house, what should I do? Curdle it. What else would you do with it?
I have no idea. Just curdle it.
Yeah. Zero was security at Biggest Little Fur Con. Yeah, you know what it means about having a radio in your ear.
Mm-hmm, of course.
And Necro, what is Necro saying? What does that say?
Can either of you eat wine?
We froze it, I guess.
If we made popsicles, perhaps if we added it to a cake of some sort?
Yeah. Mio Kato wants to know, Muller Torgau or Chardonnay? Oh my god. Muller Torgau, for Christ's sake. Chardonnay is an abomination for God and man. What do you do when you encounter a flying purple people eater? I'll have to listen to the song. The answer's in there.
Quantum asks, am I the founder and CEO of Noodles & Company? No, I am not. I suspect it is some sort of sick, twisted creation by this roach.
What? I don't know.
You know that you enjoy tormenting my noodles more than anyone else.
And Kento wants to know how I like my steak. Medium.
Medium?
Yep. And have we seen Mad Max Fury Road? I haven't.
My human slave saw Mad Max Fury Road. When he walked out, he looked a little dazed and perplexed because of the fact that all he saw was a lot of screaming, a lot of cars, and a lot of mindless violence.
Oh, so it was New York City?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was based on the real life and times of New York City.
Yeah. Okay, Gummy Bjorn, thank you for that answer. I have no idea what you're saying, but thank you for that answer. Incidentally, once I finish this here, we're going to open that lovely bottle of Dasai 23, which is astonishing.
Well, this is empty already, so I do not want to be kept waiting long.
Careful, you're dribbling out the other end of your straw.
I'm going to dribble all over you if you continue.
You did that the other night. Anyway, next question. If someone was going to give me a gift, prefer it at the con or in the mail. Okay, Solar Fox, if you give me a gift at Anthrocon, don't try to give it to me. I will set it down and forget. you need to take it to convention operations and make sure you leave a note so I know who it's from. It's better to send it through the mail because then I'll be like, oh look, I have a gift, and then I can see who it's from and I can send a thank you note.
And better yet, if you would still prefer to give it to him in person, try not to do it at Anthrocon. As he said, he is very busy and will most likely forget nor have the time to fully appreciate the gift.
Yeah.
So find him at any other convention that he attends. What conventions are you attending this year?
Well, let me see. I'll be at SunnyCon in Sunderland in the UK in a month. Shortly after that, I'll be at Anthrocon.
I hope you will be there.
I better be there. Then I'll be at IndieFurCon in
Yes.
Indianapolis.
You missed one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Megaplex.
Indeed.
Megaplex. And then IndieFurCon.
You missed one before that.
Did I?
BronyCon.
Oh, BronyCon I'm not attending. I'm an exhibitor, so but I'll be there. And then Eurofurence.
And Eurofurence.
And then Arizona FurCon. And
Midwest.
Midwest Furfest, yes. And
Indeed.
those are the ones that I know about. That's till the end of the year.
Where can you purchase sake in America? Go to your local alcohol store.
Yep. Rubber Tex Raccoon. Sit back and relax. I got a story to tell. There seem to be a lot of people using vaporizers at cons indoors. What are your thoughts on that?
Tell your story. I perhaps may have one of my own.
People want to vape, that's fine. You ain't gonna do that indoors at my con. Because one, it's fucking rude. Two, no, it's not just water vapor. I'm a goddamn chemist, I can tell you. It ain't just water vapor. There's a lot of shit in that, and I don't want to be breathing your shit, okay? Also, if the hotel uses particulate smoke detectors, the vape will set them off. I know that because someone did at Anthrocon this past year, and I was not able to catch him.
Or her.
Or her. Good point. I don't know who it was, and at this point, it's probably better that I don't find out, because when that alarm goes off, it upsets me. You don't want me to be upset. I am very much a different person when I'm upset.
Basically, he shares the same personality I do.
Yes.
And that is, we will rip you to pieces. How does the old saying for you go? Don't F with Uncle Kage?
Yeah, don't fuck with Uncle Kage. Oh, it's my stream, I can say what I want. And Bella Rose Sparkle remembers the line, firefighters were going into the hotel in their bunker gear, and I was right beside them storming in, shouting, who the fuck set my hotel on fire? Crystal, if you do find out, what would you do? Crystal, I'm not going to say that on a recorded medium because I want to have plausible deniability.
Yeah, of course.
And Rubbertex, the stuff in the vapes are truly bad aside from the nicotine. Yes, it is. Propylene glycol is in there also. These things aren't regulated. They could put any goddamn thing in there they want, and you wouldn't know it.
Yes. Am I related to the dragons in Game of Thrones? I am not, but I would say that if I were to relate to one of them, it would be Drogon. Drogon and I, we share the same hobbies. We enjoy flying through the skies at our free will. We enjoy occasionally burninating villages that we think are too pitiful for existence, and we occasionally enjoy snatching up little children and burning them.
Really?
Well, perhaps not the little
Maybe I should watch this show.
Yes, indeed. Was that my glass?
That was your sake.
That was my sake.
I needed to empty it so I can give you the good stuff.
Then get to it.
It's right in front of us, but I have to empty mine first. Are there dragon love gods, Qianlong? Are there dragon love gods they'd like to know? Tell us who the dragon love gods are and what makes them love gods.
How about this? You buy me a few drinks at any convention and you'll get to know him. Yes, next question.
Albert wants to know if Jack will ever start back up. I don't know. I wish it would.
What is your view on lesser reptilian snakes, for instance? You answered your own question. Lesser.
My thoughts on the Republic of Ireland's equal marriage referendum result? It's about bloody time there. How's that?
Kriani asks, what kind of music do you both like? Well, did you not hear the introduction to the stream?
You heard the kind of music I like, and you heard the kind of music Tianlong likes.
Yes, from the very calming, soothing, relaxing, classical approach. And then it transitions over to the very powerful, imposing soundtracks of war.
Wild Bill, Texas. What do you do if someone vapes and sets the fire alarms off at an AC-associated hotel like the Courtyard? It doesn't matter which hotel it is, Wild Bill. You know the Allegheny River? You know every year it gets just a little less deep. Will I be seeing Jurassic World? You would want to see Jurassic World, wouldn't it?
Of course I would.
It's got that Tyranna.
It's got the new dinosaur named the
Kick-Assosaurus.
The Kick-Assosaurus,
Yeah.
yes. The Om-Nom-Nom-Saurus. Chen, are your eyes blue? If
Give
so,
them a
they look
close-up.
awesome.
Give them a close-up. Let them see.
Yes, of course I should give them a close-up. Yes, of course. Stare into my pretty blue eyes and know the power of this land.
He's seeing you. Yes.
Where's my glass?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Your glass? I don't know what happened to your glass. Let me go see if I can find it. I'll find what?
Give me that glass.
Let me fix it. Let me fix it. Let me
All right,
fix
You
it.
can fix that glass, and I will
Oh,
help
okay.
you watch
I'll
yours.
fix this glass. Go ahead. And it's got Macrocelli the Tubby T-Rex in it. Oh, no. Ember, Kage, would you tell a new story? Tonight? Probably not, no. Ew.
What?
Somebody jizzed on this bottle. Was that you?
It's
It's all sticky. Oh, God. What the hell?
I deny everything. I deny every allegation.
Albert the cat. Have you ever received a negative report, ran to deal with it, only to find something completely acceptable? What? Albert, could you rephrase that in English? Oh, wait, I think I know what he's saying. Gotten a negative report, gotten a report that sounded, oh my God, and gotten there and found out it was nothing. Yes, a lot. Furries can be a panicky lot.
Perhaps you could tell them a short story that they have not heard tonight. One
like
that has
what?
happened very, very recently.
I'll give them a very short story.
A very short
You
story,
see
not
this?
a very long story.
I wouldn't give them a long story. I'll let you tell the long story.
All right, I'll tell the long story.
Let me tell you a story. I was at a convention this past weekend, and I was helping out at the charity table. I was doing my I will draw stupid drawing, speaking of which in about 15 minutes we'll start the drawing of the stupid drawings here again.
Yes, of course.
And the charity lady was sitting there all by herself. So I sat down next to her. It was a cat rescue. And it was, dude, God damn it, you gotta stop drooling.
I'm sorry, this sake just gets me excited.
I can see. Maybe that's not drool. Anyway, the nice lady was sitting there, and I sat down next to her, and she pulled out some tissues and started blowing her nose and sniffling. And I said, are you okay, miss? She said, oh, yes. She said, actually, I'm allergic to cats. I said, but you run a cat rescue. And she said, yes, lots of allergy tablets. I said, well, that's very noble of you, to do that. And she wiped at her nose and said, actually, I'm only allergic to two things, cats and cockroaches. And I did. There are some things that just sometimes it's just too perfect. Sometimes it's too perfect.
Perhaps she was just saying that, well, perhaps you were intruding upon the space of the cats and you just needed to, step aside to the bar that was right across from that table.
Kyoan says, thanks, you're a god, Tien.
Yes.
I think Kyoan must know you.
I think I am a god. I would imagine myself as one, and I would hate to be addressed as other.
How much alcohol have you and the dragon sipped down so far? Well, I know how much I've sipped down so far. I don't know how much the dragon has sipped down so far.
I'll give you a very easy answer.
What's the easy
Not
answer?
enough.
All right.
So let us
I
see.
need to empty this crate.
Dargin is going to bed.
Good night, Dargon. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Do you or your human slave play any video games?
An old dragon such as myself, we are unable to concentrate on the fast-paced video games that you youngsters are into. My human slave, however, he has indulged himself in many a game in the past. Many, many classics as well as more contemporary titles as well. Perhaps you should drop him a line sometime later. Perhaps we shall have to make some sort of connection, but you can talk with him about that later. I do not play any video games.
Madoshi just asked an interesting question. Madoshi asked, what does sake taste like? Sake has a variety of tastes, Madoshi, but this one here, this sake, if Jesus Christ were Japanese and came in your mouth, that's what it tastes like.
I am not sure whether I am turned on or off.
I'll have yours. Mine. You have your own glass, and don't spit it. Nine. You have your own glass.
I have a better answer. If you're unsure what it tastes like, pass it kindly to me, and I shall help you describe it.
Oh, Era, you had sake that tastes sort of like coconuts and cream soda. I hope it wasn't one of those flavored sakes.
I bet it was one of those shochikubais. Yeah.
I've seen... Oh, wait. Sake that tastes like coconuts and cream... Was it Taiku sake, and was it in a gray bottle? No, that's... Yeah, no. The answer is no. And this indeed is Guroshito. You're bubbling again.
Yeah, I am seeing bubbles. I do not know where they are coming from.
James Blue Jay, my favorite old school board game. That's a long time ago. I used to like Monopoly years and years ago. And, Shugenflash, this amazing sake you're about to drink. Okay, look closely. It is Dasai 23, I'll turn it around, Otterfest. It is from Dasai Brewery, and it is a Junmai Daiginjo 23% sake.
I have a question. Tien, how much sake is enough? To ask how much sake is enough.
That's like how much sex is enough.
That's actually asking, do I need any air to breathe?
Yeah.
Yes, you need air. Just as much as you need air, I need sake.
Belarus wants to know, tell the story about the campsite being rendered by the
That was Alkali story.
Was that
That
not
was
my
Alkali.
story. That's Alkali.
That was Alkali story. Perhaps
Yeah.
if Alkali makes an appearance, he shall tell you that story.
Maybe I need to get Alkali on this one stream. No, he drinks too much.
Yeah,
The man is a tank. He can consume... No, he's not coming here. He'll drink it.
He is a 6'8" bottomless pit.
He is. He is a black hole of alcohol consumption.
Yes,
I don't want him in my house. Yep. Let's see. Is drinking Shochukubai sake now? Silent on. I'm very, very sorry. That's a very, very low-end sake. Oh God, Albert! God damn it! The last few sake bars that put fucking cucumbers in... They put cucumbers in the... No.
You might as well have put dicks in it as well.
Yes. Oh, yes. I'd like a cucumber in my sake. Picture this. I'm at the finest French restaurant in New York City. And, oh, yes, garçon, I'd like my usual table. Oh, yes, thank you very much. You may take my tuxedo jacket. Please sit it down. Oh, thank you. May I see the wine list? Yes. Oh, how about this one? Saint-Emilion, 2001. Oh, and please, if you could please put a dead trout in it for me. Maybe filter it through an old jock strap. No, you don't put a fucking cucumber in sake. Who came up with that?
Why would you mention even that last part about a trout and a jock scrap? Now I don't want to drink.
Okay.
On second thought, I think I'll finish this.
But I think I know. I have a hypothesis. I can still say hypothesis. I know.
But you're slurred.
My hypothesis. Okay. In Japan, in traditional Japanese mythology, there is a creature called a kappa. The kappa is a water spirit. The kappa lives in the water, and if a traveler comes to the edge of the water and wants to cross, the kappa will rise from the water and will attack and devour the traveler. Now, there are two ways to defeat a kappa. The first way is the kappa has an indentation in its head, and the water of its native river is in that indentation. It's like a bowl in its head, and it has water in it. Now, the kappa are a very honorable monster. If you encounter a kappa, you simply bow. The kappa will return the bow, and the water will spill out of its head, and you can then wrestle it to the ground and defeat it because it will lose its power. But kappa also have a weakness for cucumbers. And even to this day, as a superstition, when there is a waterway with a bridge over it or a path crossing it, Japanese people will often deliberately plant cucumbers at the edge of the water so that if a traveler is coming there and a kappa rises from the water, they can take a cucumber and offer it to the kappa, who will then accept the cucumber and let them pass. And that's why people put fucking cucumbers in my sake! Yep. And soil drained out of the inner. Thank you, Bella Rose. We needed that information. Yes, okay.
Yes, there was a question about crazy straws used in order for beings such as myself with longer muzzles to use when we are drinking.
You know what they say about a guy with a long muzzle. Yes, go ahead.
What do they say about the guy with the long muzzle?
That he has noodles.
No touching!
Sorry. Are your noodles prehensile?
Are my noodles prehensile? Well, indeed they are. They are very useful when I want to grab things, but at the moment they seem to be asleep.
Whoa! No, they're not. Jesus, dude. That was no. Yeah, I don't speak that way.
I was just being friendly.
No. You look over there, okay? God damn. Just let me sit that back up. Dude.
Don't zip it back up. My noodles weren't finished
Hey,
yet.
nerf. All right. Next question. Would you consider giving the stream a 60-second lesson on choosing sake? Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Very easy.
You do it.
Very easy. Okay, well, first of all, you do not want to choose a sake that is milled less than 60%, I would say even 50%.
Yes.
There's very easy labels that you can find on sake bottles. Let us demonstrate right
I
here.
will demonstrate. Okay.
You will demonstrate, yes.
Okay, it can't be 60 seconds. This could be a little longer.
It could be a little
Yep.
longer, yes.
Okay, I'm going to hold this as close as I can to the camera, and I hope that people can see. Maybe I can get it. Okay, it's not the greatest camera in the world.
Turn it to the other way, where it has the bolded text.
Oh, no. I need to show them this text. If you do not read Japanese, you see Japanese, but then can you see here it says 50%?
Yes.
That is the milling ratio. By law, any sake that's brewed in Japan has to have the milling ratio on there.
Mm-hmm.
The lower that number, the higher grade the sake.
And if it does not have the number in clear, then look for the English text that is on it, because
Yep.
the English text will tell you exactly how milled the rice is.
Yep.
If it has the word ginjo in its name, then that means that sake has been milled below
Ginjo sake
below
is
60%.
60 to 50%. Dai ginjo is below 50%. That means they've milled that down. Now there's another number, be careful. If anybody out there reads katakana, where my index finger is, that says alcohol. And then it says about, 15%?
Perhaps.
Yes. It will say alcohol 15%. It's the alcohol content. If you see a number 15, that's not a milling ratio of 15, no.
No.
But you need to be able to look at the, okay, there's a little thing that kind of looks like a Star Trek spaceship taking off. That's in katakana.
And there is one other thing that you youngsters should know when you are choosing a sake, which is you must look out for this keyword. I shall show the English text. The keyword over here, I am not sure if you can see it, is junmai. Junmai. Junmai means I am Chinese. Stop trying to comment on my accent.
Junmai means what?
Junmai means that it is simply water, rice, and koji. It is not mixed with anything else, because what happens is brewers, in order to add different flavors or accents to sake, such as, a fruity flavor or a nutty flavor,
Well, usually brewers' alcohol. They add
their own brewer's alcohol. But if it has the word junmai, it means that it is only water, rice, and yeast, and rice koji, which means it is pure.
Yes.
It is not mixed with some brewer's alcohol in order to give it flavored taste. So beware of that. If you like a cleaner taste, find an alcohol that has junmai in its name.
Yep.
If you prefer the flavored bull crap, then go for anything else.
Also, as much as I hate to say it, price is your best indicator. A bottle of sake this size that is less than $20, no, don't bother. It's going to be shit. A bottle this size that is between $20 and $40 is going to be pretty good stuff. This size bottle that's more than $40, you're probably going to enjoy it. But I will caution you, I'm trying to find it on here. There it is, there it is. They will have the brewing date on it. Now that is, in Japanese notation, 14/7. That is July of 2014. Do not purchase or drink any sake that is older than 18 months. If you can get sake that's not older than 1 year, get that. Sake is very sensitive to temperature. It's very sensitive to light. Both of them will make it go bad, even if it's not opened.
And one other note is that most sake is best enjoyed chilled. We may be biased when we say that, but if we catch you drinking warm sake, expect us to turn our heads away in disgust.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Okay,
let us
James
continue.
Blue Jay says, I don't think I could spend $40 on a bottle that's only 50% alcohol.
You would be surprised.
James, it's not the destination, it's the journey. Besides, we're going to get there, believe me. Dr. Bob's going to bed. Good night, Bob.
Good night, Dr. Bob.
Does sake have a burn to it? No. Good sake does not.
If you want sake that does not have a burn to it, that is where Dai Ginjo comes into play.
If a furry became their actual fursona and arrived at your door, what would you do? Well, I would put him on my Winestream, wouldn't I?
Apparently so.
Cyan Glacier Tooth would like to know, humans taste like chicken?
Humans taste like chicken indeed. So what happened if I fried them? Fried chicken?
I was always told they taste like pork.
Either way, I find them quite delectable.
Yeah. Andre would be awesome, but it would be way too expensive. His mom will be here. Oh, we can have Ursula on the stream. I could have Ursula and mom on the stream. Yep.
Yes. You want mom on the stream?
No, I don't want mom on the stream.
No, you do not
She'll
want...
drink it all, and I don't want it.
Yes, you don't want mom on the stream.
And the Pacific Islanders, Atalo, you know, humans do taste like pork because the Pacific Islanders used to refer to long pig. No, present company excluded. Long pig was the word they gave to human flesh to separate it from there was pig and there was long pig. Yep.
Who is it? Beauty of the Base wants to know, when are you going to do the drawing?
We could do them now.
We could do
Now,
them now.
here's the thing. I haven't had time to look at the emails to see what people want me to draw, so what we're going to do is I am going to ask Tianlong if you would be so kind as to keep you guys occupied. I will get the camera set up and the sketchbook, and we'll do the drawings right now.
Of course, of course. Let us switch places because you need this computer to look.
As you sit down, I'm going to get the sketchbook for this pad thing first.
All
Yes.
right. Well, let us see how I may entertain you youngsters tonight. The stream has improved. Has the lag been fixed? Well, I shall tell you right now, Bella Rose, that over the course of these past 2 days, this old wine thief and I, we have been taking we have been undertaking many chores and putting ourselves through much stress in order to make sure that this stream has improved in quality since the last time. And as you can see, our work and our labor has paid off, so that you may now enjoy us yelling at you at a much higher quality. Why you enjoy such things, I will never know, but as long as you keep on feeding me wine or sake, I shall continue to do so. Leo the Intellectual Lion would like to know, how do you request a sketch? Well, Leo, these sketches are the
Patreon.
reward levels.
Yep. On Patreon. Yeah.
These are the reward levels that Uncle Kage gives to his Patreon. His Patreon link can be found, I believe it is on the stage.
Patreon.com/Uncle Kage.
Yes, patreon.com/Uncle Kage. Would you wiggle the bubbles off the screen?
Oh, pardon me, while I wiggle the bubbles off the screen.
And,
Yeah, yep.
and Leo, in order to receive a sketch from Uncle Kage, you must pledge yourself $25 per show as a Patreon to Uncle Kage, and that $25 is used in order to help maintain websites such as Firststream, as well as supply him, as well as myself, and possibly other guests in the future, with alcohol in order to keep the show entertaining, rather than listening to two boring, grumpy old souls yell at you for a couple of hours.
Keep talking, I have to download all this stuff.
Singha, do I want to eat? I don't know. I had dinner quite a while ago, but now that I think about it, I am getting quite famished. Tian, tell Kage to bring his stash of ice cream. You have a stash of ice cream and you didn't tell me?
No, I don't have a stash of ice cream.
Then
What's he
why do
talking
these
about?
youngsters say you have ice cream?
They're lying to you.
No, I know these youngsters well. They would do no such thing.
Of course they would.
Why would they?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
I am looking at what people want me to draw and I'm horrified. I'm still making the list here, okay.
Okay, I will continue to answer these youngsters' inquiries. All right, let us see. Do either of us like champagne? No, far too fizzy for me. I prefer something that won't burn as I drink it.
I like champagne.
You like champagne? Well, I prefer sake. Sake is of a much more dignified presence, so to say. The cheap stuff is a big no. Yes, the cheap stuff is always a big no. For those youngsters out there that do not know much about alcohol, I shall say this right now. The price tag is usually a good indicator of the quality of the alcohol itself. If it's got a lower price tag, around the $5, $10, $15 mark, you probably want to stay away from it. And let me tell you, it is for your own good. Anything above $20, then you are getting into the acceptable range. Let us see. What do I think of whiskey? Far too strong for me. As an old dragon, I learned to enjoy these simple, slow, little things in life, and that includes sipping sake at a reasonable rate rather than chugging it down. Whiskey, on the other hand, it does not want you to enjoy it at a slow rate. It wants you to burn your soul as you drink it down. Uncle Kage sounds like he is collating or notarizing documents.
I'm notarizing documents.
Yes, he is beating the keyboard. Are you beating off the keyboard?
I'm beating off the keyboard.
He is beating off the keyboard as well.
Yes, I apologize for the snap, but I am trying to click and get people. The patrons sent me what they want in an email, but I wasn't able to get them. Who is this person?
I have no idea. Now let us continue.
Oh. Oh, no, go on.
Yes. I wish I could buy booze for $20. Canada is too expensive. Well, considering that I do currently reside in Ontario, Canada, I do have to agree with that sentiment. Us Canadians, we do not know how to have a good time. Honorable Tianrong, Uncle Kage, what is your opinion of Chinese rice wine? If you want to clean your wounds with it in place of rubbing alcohol, it is a good substitute. Other than that, as a Chinese myself, I tell you this, stay away. Do you prefer strong humans or fat ones? I prefer what doesn't eat me first.
Keep going, I'm still downloading.
If you go out on a bar in Norway and buy a pint of beer, we'll set you back about $12 USD. Well, thank you for that knowledge. Now I shall think I will not visit Norway. Not until at least they lower those exorbitant prices. Let us see what
You people are sick.
What?
The things they want me to draw, these people are sick.
I feel glad that they are not requesting that I draw. No one wants to know what the hand of a celestial dragon can draw, for it can get quite raw.
I don't want to know where the hand of a celestial dragon has been.
I think you already do know.
Not on camera.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
You are framing me for lewd activities.
Okay, Violet Horsley. Yay, Violet Horsley. Uh-oh.
Let's see. Kale, you ask. Kale, do you remember that? Kale.
Kale.
Kale, yes, I'll kale I. On the topic of sake, I was attempting to get some in the past, and the attendant unfortunately did not know about it. In particular, he was showing us cloudy and clear. Clear is usually the junmai stuff. That is, as we said, the stuff that has not been touched by brewer's alcohol. Therefore, it is unflavored. It contains only the flavors of the rice and the yeast and the rice koji. So therefore, it is more natural. If it contains the brewer's alcohol, it most likely will be more cloudy. That has artificial flavors added in by the brewer's alcohol. And therefore, what are you pacing about for?
I need this.
Yes, you do need that. And therefore, it will contain a little bit more substance to it, so to say.
All right. Tell these folk we're going to get ready to do the drawings.
Yes, okay. I will tell these folk that we are getting ready to do these drawings. For those of you that have been Patreons of these drawings, I hope you are ready to...
Grab your boots.
Yes, carry my boots, yes.
All right. We're going to move this back. Say hi, Tianyong.
Yes. Greetings,
Yep.
Earthlings. You
Okay.
want to shake these bubbles off. These
This
bubbles are
is
in the way.
the amazing thing that holds up the thing with the camera, where the camera shows the people doing stuff.
Press that pattern. Just shake your finger over it.
Shake my finger.
Yes, there we go.
All right. I'm just going to move this over here. Actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to borrow this and kind of move it around here because we need to kind of put this down like that there. Is this upside down? Is it moved right side up? Hi, am I right side up? I can never tell. I kind of probably shouldn't have taken that off the screen, should I? All right, okay, hang on. We got to get this back on the screen here. See what we're doing.
You need to do me a favor and unselect this on my screen, and then scroll down to the bottom.
Why? What am I looking at?
Because I am not able to see the chat. Actually, I am not. I can see the chat.
You see the chat. Where's the stream? I can't remember. Is it on here?
It is on. Click on that little bottom.
Where?
No. No, that is a video editor. Close that.
Get rid of that.
What are you doing? You
I don't know.
only had one
There it
guess.
is. Is this the bottom or is this the top?
That is the.
That's the.
top.
Oh, this is backwards. We've got to show. Sorry, I've got to turn this around. All right. So, okay, there it is. So, yeah, right. Is that the bottom?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the bottom. Okay, all right. All right, now we got to get the. Okay, we got to move this here. Make some room. Okay, there's the drawing thing. This has to go up a little bit higher. Because how's that?
If it's good, you have to tilt the camera like that. That is better.
Is that
That is
good?
much
Let's
better.
get this bullshit out of the way here. Technical difficulties, we're getting there. High wire. Okay, yeah, all right. What the hell is the wire in the way for? All right, okay. Okay.
The wire is still in the way.
The wire's goddamn stuff. All right, there we go. Higher still. There you go. Okay. So we're going to draw some shit here. There you go. Oh, by the way, if Draketo's watching, just in case, there's Qianlong's paws down there. Got to see the paws. Okay, right? Okay.
What are you showing them my paws for?
Oh, they like that kind of stuff. All right, okay. First, we're going to read down the names of our patrons and Patreons out there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. The sake is wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay. We have our patrons out there. We're very grateful to Blackfoot, Ferret, Furry, Foxes, Christopher Foxington, Rayno Lee. We have Depp, we have Violet Horsey, we have Srygon, we have Chaos, we have Floopy Snow, we have Debbie the Spolf, we have Gummy Bjorn, we have Beauty the Bass, we have James Beach, we have Silent Dawn, we have James Blue Jay, and we have Bella Rose Sparkle. And the chat's going insane. All right, the very, very first drawing we are going to do is for Zrygon, or Zragon, or Zregan, or Zragan, okay. Zrygon wants a spider fursuit with a bottle of sake. Okay, spider fursuit with a bottle of sake. All right, let me go. Okay, spider fursuit. Let's see. Okay, spider. Spiders. Okay, spider fursuit. Spiders have kind of spider-shaped bodies, like that. They've got multiple eyes, like this, and they have smaller eyes here, and they got smaller eyes there, and then they have like one over here, or something like that. Yep. And spiders are always happy. Spiders are always happy, right? And they've got 8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a bottle of sake, which kind of looks like this here. It's okay. It's got like kind of comes down like that, and then we're gonna put this here. We're gonna say Osake. That's Japanese. All right, and the problem is the bottle is down here. That's the bottle, right? This is the spider. Yep. But spider ain't got no hands, so he cannot hold the bottle of sake. And we're going to say, too freaking bad. All right, there you go. That is, sign my name down here. Okay, I'm signing my name. All right, okay, that's the first one. That's the first one we got. What's next on the list here? What's next on the list? Okay. Now we have Chaos Z Chaos. Chaos Z Chaos. Chaos Z Chaos. Okay, Chaos Z Chaos says, a mighty glow cloud. It is a cloud that glows. It also rains small animal corpses sometimes.
What?
That's what it says. Let me read that again. The wire's back. Okay. A mighty glow cloud. It's a cloud that glows, and it rains small animal corpses sometimes. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay. Mighty glow cloud. Okay, cloud. Clouds are kind of floppy and kind of poofy like that. And it glows. Glow cloud. See, the cloud is glowing. Yay! It's a very happy cloud. And small animal corpses like, hey, that was holding the wire back. Put that down. All right, okay. Small animal corpses. Okay, so here's like a little fox down here with his, floofy, but he's dead, right? So he's like, and there's his foxtail, and there's his little fox legs, and he is raining down, and I don't know what the heck Chaos C is on, but thank you very much, Chaos C. That's great. Thank you for your patronage. I don't want to draw this anymore. Okay, great. What's the next thing on the list here? Okay, thank you very much. Floopy Snow. Oh, listen, Floopy Snow, if you're out there, you didn't tell me what you wanted me to draw. You have exactly 10 seconds to tell me what you want me to draw. Let me take a sip of this first. Nom, nom, nom. Okay, Floopy Snow, you're running out of time before I make up what I want to draw. Okay, Floopy Snow has not told me what Floopy wants me to draw, so I am going to draw what I want to draw. Let's see. Hang on here. I'm going to get some inspiration. Inspiration comes...
This better not be a noodle job.
Oh, no. I'm not going to do that. Inspiration comes...
None of these youngsters want to see a noodle job.
Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. There's my inspiration. That's what we're going to draw. We're going to draw this for Floopy because I think it kind of looks like Floopy Snow, right? Okay, ready? All right. This is Rudolph. That's what I remember. That's Rudolph from the things here. Okay, so Rudolph. So we're going to draw Rudolph. Rudolph is kind of big and round and fluffy and kind of shady. He's got an angry face, really angry eyes, which kind of come around like that. And he's kind of a little cross-eyed, very fluffy, fluff, and it's fluff, and I'm going to get rid of it. It says, next time, freaking tell me what to draw. God damn it!
There are many youngsters that want you to draw a noodle.
I ain't drawing no frickin' noodles unless I got more money. All right.
Do you hear that, youngsters? You want to see a noodle job? You best pay up.
All right, that's for Floopy. Hang on, Floopy, hang on. All right, Debbie the Spolf. For the second week in a row, Debbie hasn't told me what to draw. So, Debbie, if you're watching, you had better tell me what to draw. I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10. Okay, that's it. Debbie's going to get whatever he wants. I'm going to draw a noodle. That's a noodle. Okay, we're going to draw a noodle. Right, here you go. Okay, noodles are kind of shaped like this. And then they kind of come around like that. And we're kind of drawing it there.
That does not look like a noodle.
I am a goddamn noodle. And I will take you to court if you disagree with me. Who the hell am I? I can't. Uncle Kage. How much of this sake have I had? Oh, God. All right. That's for... Thank you, Debbie. All right, there you go. Uncle Kage, cracking. Okay, who's next? Okay. Jianlong, would you come here, please?
What is the matter?
Gummy Bjorn would like to see a drawing of Grumpy Qianlong being cute.
But this it cannot possibly. How could you?
Qianlong, would you be good enough to be my guest artist?
Guess artist of me being cute.
Yes.
I suppose I could do such things. Here, move over, you insolent.
That's my foot.
Yeah.
All right, there's your.
Who makes me think?
There's your pen. All right, make with the drawing. We need cute.
We need cute indeed. Okay, well, if you want me to draw cute, bear in mind, I have taken lessons from my human slave, and he is a master of making things more cuter, far cuter than they should possibly be. So, without further ado, you wanted a cute noodle dragon, so be it, you insolent youngsters. Alright, we all know that if we want to have something cute, we must start off with a pair of very adorable eyes. So, I shall draw, this thing is way too, thin, so I shall draw some very big and adorable eyes. Yes, they are of the kawaii style. And I must draw very, 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 very big eyes with glowing pupils as well, because we all know that cute dragons, they possess very sparkly eyes when they want to be noticed by their big brothers, or when they want to be noticed by their senpais, or whatever you youngsters call it these days. And we know that cute dragons also possess very, very large nostrils as well. So we shall give myself a very, very large nostrils that is almost in the shape of a let's not mention it. Anyhow, so we have to give him very large nostrils, and we shall complete all the other features that I possess, such as my eye scales, and we have to give myself a very, very large protruding muzzle as well, and a very, very very decrepit look, one that lacks attention and lacks affection, and one that begs for it as well. And perhaps he shall also have a few teardrops running from his eyes, because he wants your affection very badly, and he must have his little mane as well, and his horns. Yes, I must have my horns. I do not know why I'm referring to myself in third person, but it does not matter at the moment because we are concentrated on the cute and the horns and all that cuteness. Yes. I cannot believe you youngsters are making me do this. I am ruining my own dignity. I am supposed to be keeping my dignity up in the face of you youngsters because there does not seem to be any dignity left in this pathetic little world. But here I am spoiling my own dignity by drawing circular paws in very, very reared up begging motions, and I shall give myself a little peanut body because apparently I have gained 50 pounds in the process of drawing this. And give
Dude,
myself...
that looks like a ball sack.
Yeah, but it does not look like a ball sack. I shall indicate. This is not a ball sack.
Oh, okay. That makes it official then.
Yes,
okay.
that is much official. This is not a ball sack. It is a peanut body.
Penis body.
It is not a penis body. What do you think? Do you think the head is this big? This is most certainly. I read it as it's most certainly
Tianli.
not a penis.
All right. You've had your drawing fun.
I must have the tail. Yes.
All right, you need the tail.
Yes, the tail, and I need to sign it as well. It needs to be signed. Where shall I sign it? Here it is. It is Tianlong. Yes, it is the celestial Tianlong.
All right. I get into my seat. I got to roll the next one. All right. Okay. What's next? Okay, the next is who's asking me next things here. Beauty of the Bass wants me to draw the new speaker suit. Okay. Beauty of the Bass has a new speaker suit.
We seem to have several patrons that want me to draw their requests.
Oh, well, Beauty of the Bass, do you want me to draw it, or do you want Tianlong to draw it? I'll wait.
I do not know what I have done to put myself in such circumstances, but I am not sure whether I am beginning to regret it or not.
Okay, wait, Beauty of the Bass, you're saying Tien? Tien?
Well, these youngsters clearly have better taste.
All right. Tien, sit down again. He wants you to draw his speaker. His suit has speakers in it and makes horrible noise.
As you said yourself, once upon a time, some of us just got it.
Sit down and shut up. Make with the drawing. Beauty of the Bass wants a speaker suit. Wait, I pulled up a picture of Beauty of the Bass's latest speaker suit. It's got speakers all in it.
Oh, she's got speaker. She has a speaker suit?
I can't tell if those are tits or if he's just fat. I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman.
Yeah, regardless whether they're tits or not, those speakers are bumping.
Just draw!
All right. Here we go. Well, if I am to draw in the same fashion, then I shall draw a ridiculously big nose and ridiculously big eyes, because, well, of course, speakers are big and they must be adorable and all that kind of stuff. And they have, it's a very cute suit indeed, I must say, and they have very big ears. Yes. And lots of floof, because speakers floof up a lot as well. And apparently they have a very short mane back there, and they have a very long mane in the front as such. And a very, very amiable smile to know that they're about to drop the bass in your face, of course.
Oh, that was bad.
Well, that's what happens when you get a celestial dragon that can do draw. And they have some fangs as well, and I shall draw like a very large speaker system in the front over here, and I do not know how to draw a speaker system, so I'll pretend that they have a singular boob. Is that all right? and you shall have speakers for hands as well. Your hands have built-in speakers because, well, you can never have too many speakers. And there's one for the left hand as well. And you shall also have a peanut body. Not a penis body, a peanut body. And
And you shall have circular and circular feet as well. There are so many patterns on the suit, I cannot bother to comprehend them all. I shall just draw some squiggly lines and hope that I've gotten it right. And there's some stripes there, some stripes there, and you youngsters, how do you call this dignified with all these markings on your body that mean absolutely nothing? Yeah, you know what? For a tail, I shall give you a base cannon. How about that? I'll draw you a cannon over here, and then the cannon will have a label that says base on it. There you go. You got a base cannon for a tail, and that is from none other than Qian Long himself. Ah.
All right. What's next here? Oh, I can't draw this. How the hell? What am I supposed to do?
What does he want to do? What?
A pile of corgi.
A pile of corgis. You just draw corgi on corgi on corgi. Just draw corgi.
This from James Beach. All right, get your paws out of the way there.
I am not fond of drawing corgis. They are fond of slobbering all over.
Yeah. All right. I got a draw for James Beach here. A pile of corgis. All right, okay. A pile of corgis. I have an idea. I got an idea. Okay. I know what I'm going to draw. Ready? That's not it. Okay. Photo reference. There we go. Okay. Okay, corgi. Let's see. Corgis are kind of long dogs. No present company excluded. They kind of have these rather large, like almost foxes-like ears.
Mm-hmm.
And they have these noses that kind of come down like this. And they're always very happy.
And don't forget the stubby paws.
Oh, the stubby paws. All right. They're kind of chubby, so they have these like, and then their bodies kind of come. No, they have thicker necks than that. And then they come down, and they've got these little tiny paws that are kind of like that. And then they're long corgis, and then their back paws kind of are also like tiny little stubbies, and they've got fluffy tails. I think they're fluffy.
They have tails that basically resemble cotton balls.
Okay, oh, I thought they had fluffy. This is a fox corgi, right? Okay, and this one, okay, ready? Okay, this. All right, here we go. All right. Yep. All right.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
What is that?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
It looks like that fox corgi is in
This
some sort of
is
radioactive
a
chamber.
pile of corgis, but this is an atomic pile of corgis.
But, what did the corgi ever do to you?
Did you see what I did there?
What did that poor corgi? It had such a glamorous life to live out.
That is the atomic pile of corgis. All right, who's next? What's that? Thank you very much for your patronage there, James. I hope you ain't pissed at me.
Yes.
Okay, now we got Silent Dawn. I love Silent Dawn. Silent Dawn wanted us to draw a tiger last time.
Yes.
Now Silent Dawn wants a tiger holding or playing with a mouse.
A tiger playing with a mouse.
I got it. Okay, tiger
All right,
holding.
if you say you got it, you got it.
Okay, tigers. Okay, we're gonna make this kind of vertical drawing, right? Okay, tigers have kind of like balls on their faces, right? That's how tigers start out, right? They have these kind of round faces, and they get these big cookie-shaped ears, kind of like Mickey Mouse ears, you know. And then they got happy tiger eyes, but they have stripes. See, tigers got stripes, right? And they're kind of happy, and they have these like triangle-shaped noses, and then they got whiskers, and kind of whiskers come out like that. But the stripes are the important part. The stripes are what make a tiger, right?
Robotex Raccoon says, "Oh my gosh, it's Bucktown."
Actually, wait a minute. It kind of looks like a tiger.
It does look
Holy
like.
crap! I must have screwed that up.
It does look like Bucktown.
Okay, so tiger kind of comes down like this, right? And he's he's sitting at a desk. He's sitting at a desk, right? And there is a mouse on the desk, right? There's a mouse on the desk. Yep, and there's the mouse button. Yep, and it is like coming by like that. Yep, and the tiger's paw is up here, and it's got kind of like a tiger paw, you know, because it's got paw pads on it. Yep, and see paw pads, and he's gonna be holding and playing with that mouse, which is attached to his laptop computer.
But what does a tiger have to do with a laptop computer?
It's got a mouse attached to it.
Ah!
There you go, there you go. That's
mean.
it, that's it. Okay, there. I draw your goddamn picture, all right? Happy about that? Okay. All right, all right. Hey, do we need the Nigori next? I think we need the Nigori next.
Yes, I think we do need the Nigori next.
All right, who's next? Who else gave me some lovely money here? All right.
I'll go fetch it.
Oh, that was for Silent Dawn. Thank you, Silent Dawn. If you look in the Frigitator, there's a bottle of Nigori that says Nigori. Oh, God. James Blue Jay. Yes. Oh, hey, dude. Plug. Come here. You, plug. Come here.
What do you want?
Come here, come here, come here.
What do you want?
I gotta show you something.
Show me what? It better be another bottle.
That.
That's I
You gotta plug this thing in. Okay. Next is James Blue Jay. Oh boy, James. Okay, James, you're ruining my life here. Okay, James Blue Jay wants. I gotta look up what the hell what this is. Okay, what is that? Okay, I think I can do that. Yeah, okay, no, that's not a problem. James is not a problem. James wants Paganini driving the Flying Scotsman off the Golden Gate Bridge.
How much has James had?
James drinks a lot. Okay, Paganini driving the Flying Scotsman off the Golden Gate Bridge. Here we go. All right, Paganini. Okay, Paganini is kind of square. It's kind of square, and it's got the grill marks on it. You know, it's got the grill marks on it. And this one's got like some lettuce inside it here, you know, and everything. That's the Paganini. There, all right. And this one, that's lettuce inside there. That's lettuce in the Paganini. The Flying Scotsman is, at last I saw, the Flying Scotsman is a train. So the Flying Scotsman is a train, and trains are kind of like locomotives, and they have this kind of locomotive shaped, and they have this, you know, old-fashioned, you know, thing here, and they kind of come down like this, and they have a bunch of wheels, and then there's more wheels, and then there's a kind of cab where the engineer sits, and then there's more wheels and wheels, and it's going off from the Golden Gate Bridge. Kind of has like these towers, you know, come up like this, and then it's got like a bunch more towers.
Are you sure you only want me to grab one?
I got it. Is this guy? I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out here. It's driving the Golden Gate Bridge, and there's a bunch of more towers coming by here, and then the towers come like and okay. So Paganini, actually that's Panini, but that's okay. That's Panini, and that's the Flying Scotsman, and this is the Golden. Oh, go to hell, James.
Are you finished yet?
Almost. I got one more picture. All right. There's James.
Before you go to that next picture, which bottle do you want me to grab? Because I am tempted to bring all of them.
No. Well, okay. No, we need there's a Nigori in there. It's Ultrapest Nigori. That's what we need. All right, that's next.
The 50 or the 23?
The 50 Nigori. The last drawing is for Bellarose Sparkle. Bellarose, I don't remember you telling me what you want me to draw. So, Bellarose, tell me what you want me to draw, or I will make it up. La da da dum dum da da. La da dum da dum. La da 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 dum da da dum da da da. What? Bellarose didn't ask for a drawing.
Right.
Get. Hang on. Give me. Bellarose didn't ask for a drawing. You can get one whether you like it or not. This is the top view of a sake bottle. There you go. That's what Bellarose gets. Okay. That's it. Yep. This is a top view of a sake bottle. But for all you Paul sluts out there, okay, it's also a Paul. There, how's that? Yeah. God. Oh, fuck it. All right. That's enough of the stupid drawings tonight. All right, okay, let's get this thing back up here. Hang on, we get these out of the way. This goes over here. We gotta get these stupid things out of the way, and this goes over here. It's Noodles and Company. Okay, this goes over.
Get that out of here.
All right, hang on. We got the noodle coming out. All right, noodles.
Don't knock over that bottle.
I'm not gonna knock over
You
the bottle.
clumsy fool.
All right, no, dude, that's alcohol abuse. Okay. Now this has to come around like this. This thing goes down here, and this comes. I gotta move this back. It's the whole table's moving. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, God, you can like rubber feet on this thing. Okay, all right. This goes here, and this comes like that, and this goes sitting like that there. This is where we had it. That looks pretty good. That's pretty good, doesn't it?
That works for me.
All right. I see.
Now move aside.
What are you talking about?
I must share the screen with you as well.
All right. Where's my glass?
I ate it.
What?
I'm sorry,
You
it
eat
looked
glass?
tasty.
You eat glass?
I eat anything that does not eat me first.
Zyfoxy says, I bet Tianlong loves noodles. Get it because he's Asian. Oh, I'm getting out of here.
You dare try to say such a thing to me in person? I invite you to. It might be the last thing you end up ever saying.
You can remember this guy. Okay. All right. Oh, James Blue Jay wants to know what's on my tie. Is there a stain on my tie? Is that what he's talking about?
No, let me see. It appears there's some sake. Let me suck on it a little.
I beg your pardon. Is this making anybody else aroused? Is this making... Give me that. What's on my tie? This is my geeky chemist scientist tie. That's what's on my tie there. Okay.
You tilt the camera down a little.
Down why?
Yes, they need to see down.
Why?
Because there's more important and interesting things downwards.
Like this?
Yes.
This is a Nigori sake. It is an unfiltered sake. If you can see, it looks kind of cloudy.
It is the Dasai Nigori Junmai Daiginjo.
Exactly. Say that 10 times fast.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
I need a drink.
Oh, here's an interesting thing from Rubbertex. Can we hear you two try to imitate each other's voices?
Perhaps I need to clear my throat and I shall give it a try.
Bellarose, you'll get your Skype call, just not tonight, because I ain't sober. We'll talk about that. Send me an email. Wait a minute. Okay. Hang on. I can do this. I think I got this. Hang on. Wait a minute.
I shall go first.
Okay, you go first.
One more sip. Okay. Hey folks, I'm Uncle Kage, and I am the chairman of Anthrocon, and it's great to see you all as well, and I thank you for being patrons of this stream, and I hope that you all come to Anthrocon this year and come attend my story hour. The one important thing that I must remind all you good folk is remember to give my good friend Tianlong. He enjoys sake. Remember to give him his tributes. Any sake that is of a ginjo quality, which is milled at least 60% of the original rice wine, and
Are you done? I think you are.
Yeah. All right, your turn.
And Singha says, Majula Singapura. That comes later. Okay.
I am the mighty Qianlong, and it appears that my noodles have dried out. It is somewhat embarrassing if a noodle dries out, because if a noodle dragon's noodles dry out, then he cannot speak in the bad, cheesy Chinese accent for which he is known.
What are you saying? Are you saying that my accent is fake?
I am not saying any such thing.
Silence, youngster! Does any of you youngsters out there know... Do any of you youngsters out there know how to moisten a noodle once it has dried? I leave that answer to you. What? I was not alluding to that. No. You. Yeah. What are you? Stop it! Stop.
Just like playing the harmonica, folks. That's all you need to know.
Stop it! I demand you stop this.
Okay, back to the sake. This is an unfiltered sake, which we're going to try a little bit of. You can see it's very, very, very cloudy. A good unfiltered nigori sake should taste very much like the milk that's left behind. Dear fan says, Tien, your neck.
Yes, my neck indeed.
His neck indeed. He's fixing his neck. Is Tien your family name or is it Long? I think Long is the family name, yes?
Yes, Long is the family name. Long is the ancient Chinese word for dragons.
Yes. Be careful that you're only playing the harmonica and not the kazoo. Yeah. That wasn't at all funny. Very, very dreadful joke. Anyway, so how is everyone doing tonight? By the way, thank you for enduring the drawing there. Yes, Belarus, I will be in touch with you. One of the Patreon things is if you give a lot of money, I'll give you a noodle job, and I got to call Patreon Sparkle about that.
What was that?
You didn't give me any money. So.
Yes, and yet you're still giving me noodle jobs. What does that make him look like?
Are you related to Jake Long?
The American Dragon?
Yes.
I would hope not.
Are you related to Shin Long?
From Dragon Ball.
Oh, Shrunken Flash. The unfiltered sake should taste like the milk that's left behind on a bowl of Captain Crunch. Pine wants to know how much for...
Why is my glass empty? That's what I want to know.
How much for a noodle job? Okay. I haven't looked at the donations in my... what do you call the thing that you donate on? Patreon donations, PayPal.
There is no such reward level for a noodle job, and I hope you youngsters do not start demanding one tonight, because neither he nor I are in the mood for a noodle job.
The PayPal is Samuel_Conway at yahoo.com.
Stop it, you are egging these young...
_Conway. We get to $300, I will give him a noodle job. We get to $500, I'll give him a double noodle job. How's that? Chen, your neck is still not right on the side.
What are you talking about?
Well, look at yourself down there. No, not there. Look in the picture. Turn around. Let me see. You look fine. Turn your head this way. Oh, yes, your head is... Yes, you're showing how black you are now.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Here,
I've never eaten fried chicken in my life.
Look at the camera.
Okay.
It was 500 to show us the tail. We ain't gotten no 500 yet. Has your human... Oh, it went past. Oh, well, sorry.
Sorry about that.
We did not say that. That was actually not on this. No. He is foreign after all. He doesn't know such things.
There's someone posted a link. Remember this from your grumpy
stream. Maybe we should click on it.
Should we? What did I?
Yes. I don't. I remember that. I
remember you.
Oh, I remember that right there. Oh yeah, yep. Yes, sir. Oh, I remember that all right. Yeah, that.
I had
many
it. I
hours
had
of
banned
pleasure.
it. That's from my memory.
Okay.
I was drunk. I was drunk, I tell you.
Twerk and slap that ass. I remember that.
And I remember it was you who had started it
Yep.
all.
Rubber Tex Raccoon. Pharmaceutical prescriptions are natural remedies. Pharmaceutical prescriptions, the natural remedies, they're snake oil, they're crap, they're not real, these people are cheating you. Your sleeve is showing too.
What are you talking about?
What
There
sleeve?
is no sleeve. What are you
There's no
talking
sleeve. Yep.
What are you talking about?
Yep.
There is absolutely nothing. You watch. How much have you had to drink? You are cut off.
You're shedding in my booze.
Yes, because it's my booze.
By COC logic, from drinking dragon wine, Kage should have turned into a dragon by now. Why hasn't this happened yet? The
Why
night
not?
is young.
Would you like to show them that picture?
What picture?
You know what I'm talking about. The one taken this past weekend when you did indeed turn into a dragon temporarily.
I'll have to find the link to it.
Go ahead and find a link to it.
You talk to these people, I'll find a link.
Alright, I talked to these people. Let's see. Ken's cut off. How am I cut off? I haven't even begun the pod yet. Look, I will tell you this right now. Do not ever try to challenge me to any sort of contest for drinking, because it will be your own grave. I can outdrink any of you youngsters, and don't even think about trying.
I gotta find this picture here. It's somewhere on the inner tubes.
You're blocking the intertubes at the moment. I cannot communicate
There's
with
the
you.
first stream relations.
Yes, let me look. Have you ever had wine sake jelly? Oh, good God. Wine sake jelly, he asked. Wine sake, how could you even fathom trying to make sake into a jelly? I don't even know how that would even be remotely, enjoyable. To put sake into jelly, good God, that's like saying if you would enjoy bacon in jelly form. That is, you don't want to think about such thoughts.
Jelly bacon. Now wait a minute.
What?
Bacon jelly. That sounds interesting.
Bacon.
Okay, I am going to go into the stream and I'm going to post a link. Okay. There it is. Comment.
Yes, comment on this link that we have just posted. This is the result of Kage finally going a little too overboard with drinking my wine. What? What?
Singha says, ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. He forgot a la, so it
Ha 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 la.
it is not authentic. That is not
ha la.
That is not
Yep.
Singha. I know that is not Singha because
Yep.
Singha would have added a
Yep.
la.
Kitara kya Singapura sama sama menuja bahagia cita cita kita yang mulia. Okay, here's what we need though. I have found out the Canadian national anthem works very, very well to the tune of the Singaporean national anthem. Oh Canada, my home, my native land, with all the cheetahs in... Yeah, well, it goes on like that, yes.
What? Wait, I
Yep.
did not know that we had cheetahs in the national anthem.
In the Singaporean national anthem, they have cheetahs.
Why
Two of
don't
them.
we have cheetahs in our national anthem? We don't have any type of animal.
No,
No, we don't.
we have beavers.
We have beavers and mooses and geese, but you can keep the geese.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hmm?
Yes.
Fluffy Bunny, I sing the England now. Okay, the English national anthem.
And my brother was
Yep.
super drunk. Yes, you were.
The English national anthem is the most boring national anthem. The first verse is the most boring national anthem. God save the Queen of our grace. I save the Queen. It goes on and on and on. But then they get to the second verse. Wake up. The second verse.
Ah.
The second verse is where it picks ass. Yep. It goes like this. Yep. O Lord our God, arise, scatter her enemies, and make them fall. Just picture Queen Elizabeth with the Ark of the Covenant, and she opens up her... Oh, that's so cool.
Just imagine something like Queen Elizabeth if she turned into the Terminator.
Yes. And Drax is right. Get rid of God Save the Queen. They already got a great song.
Yes, they do. Indeed.
Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. That's a kick-ass song. Albert the Cat wants me to do the time warp. Okay, all right, Jinlong, you keep these people occupied. I will do the time warp. Go ahead.
Are you going? What?
No, I'll do the time warp over here. Ready?
All
Okay.
right, you do the time warp over there.
It's astounding.
Yes.
Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely. Not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. Here we go. I remember doing the time warp. Drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and a voice would be calling everybody now. Let's do the time warp again. Okay, here we go. It's just a jump to the left. And then a step to the right. With your hands on your hips.
I can't my hands off.
All right. And bring your knees in tight. And
But
it's a
they're
pelvic thrust.
Yes, pelvic
that
thrust,
really
indeed,
drives you
yes.
insane.
Yes, no pelvic thrust.
Oh, sorry. Let's do the time warp again. Oh, that's exhausting at a guy my age. Okay, all right. Wow. Oh, they got to see Dragon Crotch. I didn't get to see Dragon Crotch.
What are they talking about, Dragon Claw?
I don't know. Let's see what the next question is. You missed doing the time warp at GLFC. Did we miss that?
We did miss that?
We missed that somehow.
When did that happen? Tell us when that happened at Great Lakes.
Oh, but in the meantime, Butterwolf, do you have a personal record for quickest time you devoured an entire city's population, or do you just have too much fun to time it?
I lose myself in the pleasure that is destroying entire human population, so I'd have to go with the latter.
Okay, I'll go with that. I'll agree with that. Yep.
I did not say no pelvic thrusts. No pelvic thrusts.
I believe you did.
What? No, I did not.
Yes.
No.
Could you stand up again?
Why?
I'll just stand up. Okay, right. That's it. Yes, you saw it here first, folks.
So what?
What is one of your favorite drinking songs? I have a lot of favorite drinking songs, most of them Irish.
Yes, and I have none. You know why? Because I usually just keep on drinking, and I can't sing while I'm drinking.
You can't sing when you're not drinking. There's Gary Ferret. Is that Gary is in the pickled ginger from Japan, or is that Gary?
Do you know what? I have to confess, if I had a favorite sinking drong,
Sinking Drong, that's
sinking drong, yes.
English, we need
a
English.
drinking song.
Yeah.
Not a sinking dong, yes. A drinking song, it probably would be Irish as well, particularly if it was from Flogging Molly. Flogging Molly is a favorite of my human sleep.
Flogging Morley. How's that go?
Flogging Molly.
Yeah. How's it go?
How's it go?
How's it go?
They are banned. They go different places when they're on tour.
Oh, those people. Okay.
Yes, of course.
But the Irish came up with the greatest drinking songs.
Yes, the Irish, because the Irish knew how to have a good time.
Oh, they sure did. He must have been an admiral, a sultan, or a king. And to his praises we shall always sing. Look what he has done for us, he's filled us all with cheer. God save Charlie Mops, the man who invented beer, 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 jiggly beer, beer. Hey, this one's for you, Jinlong.
What is it?
What do you think of Jackie Chan?
He was quite tasty.
Was he now?
Yes, he was. He struggled a little bit when he was between my fangs, but he was still quite tasty in the end.
Mio Kitor would love to see me and Fox and Moore singing Parting Glass. You may get your opportunity. You can request it at Anthrocon.
At Anthrocon? But at Anthrocon I thought half the time you were running around stressing and the other half you were busy finding things to stress about.
I will be on stage for the charity show
That is true.
at Anthrocon, yes, and I hope the Fox and Moore will join us there. Nom, nom, nom.
Yes, perhaps I shall have to take to the stage at Anthrocon during the masquerade as well. I hope that you are all there to see it.
Everybody raise your hand if you want to see Qianlong take part in the masquerade at Anthrocon.
Perhaps I shall have to storm the stage, so to say, more than once at Anthrocon.
And Kenta says, if I paid for it, would you join us for breakfast at Megaplex? I went by quick, but if you want to join me for breakfast, I'd love to join you for breakfast, especially if you pay.
At Megaplex?
There's lots of polls going up.
There's lots of paws going up, and if you are at Anthrocon, I want to see you all in the audience while I break my back for you youngsters.
Robotex Raccoon wants to see Tien dance behind Uncle Kage right now to What Does the Fox Say? How about no, Robotex?
What does the fox say? I don't know what he said. He was screaming the entire time he slipped down my throat.
And Gotti Faraday's in, yes, Gotti as in the pickled ginger from Japan. I thought so.
Yes, and Z Foxy says, you two is old. Gee, well, thanks, Captain.
Okay, I think that's Zai Foxy, but I'll tell you what, Foxy, what year were you born? I want to know. And Dragon says, rar, 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 from Borio.
And I say, nom, 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 nom.
Later.
What do you mean by later?
Albert the cat was born in 1988.
Oh, how adorable.
Yeah.
He's such a baby.
Isn't it cute?
Isn't he cute? He's like a little youngster, a little toddler.
And
Barely out of the
Zai Foxy was 19-something.
19-something.
1996, 74, 86, 70,
Oh.
84, 75, X3, 95, 68, 98. Wait a minute, 98? Are you old enough to be here?
Look at these youngsters. These youngsters are so adorable.
19... Kaiwin, if you were born in 1999, you should not be in this stream.
Kaiwin, I will tell you right now, with all due respect, you need to be gone. But,
Yep. And the question was, what do I do to relax after Anthrocon? I don't know. I just kind of die.
More specifically, he disappears in his 50-foot underground concrete bunker and doesn't want to hear from any of you.
And Ip Quarks wants to know, why do you like eating people so much? I imagine he's asking you and not me.
Why do I enjoy eating people so much? It's so they don't bother me anymore. The only reason why I haven't eaten this one is because he knows what all of my sake is.
Isn't it cute?
Mike!
Hey! Yarr. What are you doing?
I'm giving myself more of my wine.
I didn't get to visit Colorado.
Now give me that.
What? Excuse me? English. I need English.
I'm speaking my language. What are you talking about?
That's not your language. That's
Say Guaylo.
I beg your pardon.
I said
I
that.
understood what that meant.
No, you did not.
Yes.
No, you did not.
I understood it.
Oh, totally.
What?
I didn't say anything. I said keep drinking. Keep on drinking.
I think you said something else. Kenta, okay. Advice, Kenta, just go have fun. There's no real advice to give you. Just enjoy yourself. You will love Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will love you. What happens if Qianlong spills cloudy sake on... Wait a minute. Jerry Husky says that you called me a grilled ox penis. Did you?
I will sidle over to the other end
Did
of the...
you?
I meant nothing by it.
Can we agree that sake is the blood of life for dragons?
Yes. Yes. That is the first and only important observation I have noticed from the chat this entire evening.
Yes. And your brother says LOL la.
LOL la. Yes, of
Yes.
course. There has to be laugh out loud la.
And Jinlo, what year were you born? Who was on the throne?
I was born in a year where it wasn't marked by numbers, let us say that.
They only had letters back then. He was born in the year G.
Yes, I was... Wait, what does G stand for? I forgot.
God.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, G for John. God.
God. Yeah.
God, yes.
Yes. Chen may be a dragon, but he acts like a big pussy.
What?
Cat.
Ah, pussycat.
Pussycat.
Yeah,
Pussycat,
wait,
yes.
what does that mean?
Well, you know, cats are very regal, noble animals. They're very aloof.
Of
That's what he
course.
means.
Of course, of course. We are nothing but the most elegant of
Yeah.
animals.
And Zyfoxy says Kage's blood is actually red wine. I should hope not. I don't drink reds.
Yeah.
They're okay. Red wine is. I do not drink reds. You'll never see me drinking a red. Reds contain tannic acid. Tannins do not agree with me, and they are far too astringent on the tongue. Also, red wine will stain a white sofa. So, no.
I have a question from Rubbertex as well. Rubbertex seems to be quite active on the questions tonight. Is it bad luck to eat a fortune cookie with the fortune in it? It is bad luck to eat a fortune cookie regardless because it's made in America. That's all I will say.
And somebody says Kage was born sometime before that. It's time I told them. In 5 days, I will be 50 years old.
Oh, how cute. He's still a youngster.
I watched men walk on the moon for the first time. I watched the last helicopter take off from Saigon.
You watched the fall of the Berlin Wall. You watched the end of the Cold War. You watched 9/11 with a clear and vivid memory.
Mm-hmm. What the? Will you stop doing that? Every time this thing falls down, you drool on my floor.
Are you sure it's drool?
I think it's drool.
But he's still a youngster. How adorable is that?
Belarus Sparkle, what do I want for my birthday? Youth. Thank you. I ain't getting it.
Well, if I'm sitting beside you, technically you already are getting it.
Solar Fox. Okay, this is a good question. If you think the future is like furry vid, do you think people might start treating it more like anime? Okay, no, Solar Fox. Furries are never going to be 100% mainstream because we are not consumers. We are creators. All the other fandoms out there, bless their hearts, My Little Pony, the Star Trek folks, the Star Wars folks, anime folks, they consume something that a studio or a publishing house puts out. Somebody else creates the world and they dive into it. Furries create our own fandom. We are not consuming something that a big-ass studio put out. We make it ourselves and we revel in it.
And until the world learns to accept the creativity of individuals rather than other than participating in some sort of studio or pre-existing creation, so to say, we will never be truly accepted, as you are saying, within the larger picture of society. But until then, what we can do is we can try to continue painting ourselves in a better light than what some of the media has portrayed us in.
Floppy Bunny, no.
What did you... yes,
Yeah.
no. I will say no.
By the way, the air conditioning is kicked off. I'm going to kick it back on.
Kick it back on, yes. Kick it underneath.
I'm going to kick it soul, how do they say it? Kick it Gangnam style or whatever they say.
Kick it old school.
That's what I'm doing.
Yes, of course, of course. How have I seen the furry fandom change over the years? Well, that would take an entire night for the old wine thief to describe, but how have I, as an old celestial, seen the fandom change over the years? Well, I can tell you what I've seen. I've seen an influx of youngsters now that have been in the fandom. Compared to what it was like 10, 15, 20 years ago, there has been an influx of youngsters, and therefore it has dropped the average age of the furry member of a community. It has gone from, say, the early 30s, mid-30s, to the early 20s, mid-20s. And so it seems that youngsters are now continually piling into our community, our ever so accepting and gracious community, in search of, well, companionship, friendship, and just a good time.
And Eek would like to know, if you had $1 million, what would you do with it?
What I'm doing right now.
$1 million. If I had $1 million, I would buy you a house. I would buy you a house. That's probably before a lot of their times. Kage, what's your favorite media team that's portrayed us well? WTA in Pittsburgh. They've always been very good with us. either of us ever drunk straight lemon juice? Yes, I happen to like lemon juice, also vinegar. Kenta, if you could have any one superpower, what would it be and why? The ability to copy myself and have several of me running around so that I could be off enjoying myself at a convention while the others are working.
The ability to piss out the alcohol that I drank, so it'd be an endless cycle.
Floppy wants to hear if I had hammer. If I had hammer, I'd hammer your skull in. I'd batter your brains out all over this floor. Okay, Mirror Wolf, is that a serious question, Mirror Wolf? Have you ever seen Squat Cats, or are you just dicking with me? I want to know.
I want to believe it is he's dicking with you.
Is it? Okay, Mirror Wolf, tell me if that's a serious question. And Silent Dawn, how many ties do you own? 41. I own 41 ties. I happen to know that.
That's one short of 42, which is the answer to everything.
And I never drank fluoroantimonic acid, and you shouldn't either.
I guess so.
Okay, Mirror Wolf, sincere question. Listen, Mirror Wolf. Pull up on the YouTube or somewhere else.
Season 2, Episode 1.
Season 2, Episode 1, SWAT Cats, as Jen Long said, it is called Mutation City. The scientist who creates the formula to save the day is named Dr. Conway. Ask me why. Yes, I've seen the SWAT Cats, and I had a good rapport with the creators, Christian and Yvonne Tremblay, and the character of Dr. Conway was named after me.
The Quantum Dragon, what are our favorite colors?
Yellow and red, obviously.
It's almost as if he's not watching this with video.
Yep. And Rubber Text, what's your advice for budgeting and saving money so you can enjoy life more? I wish I knew. When you find out, tell me.
This is the thing, Rubber Text, is that budgeting depends on each individual person and their priorities. You must really take a deep look inside yourself and know what you want to spend your money on. Once you figure that out, the rest is easy.
And Bon and Zinsky's minds are blown, so I will tell them the story.
It is a good story. Go ahead.
When SWAT Cats first came out, it was the early 1990s, as I recall, I was enchanted with them. I saw the first couple episodes of SWAT Cats, and the first thing that struck me was they had a frickin' body count. This was an era when they had to dub all of the anime when characters got slaughtered to have the announcer say, fortunately he recovered and went on to live a happy life. No, SWAT Cats killed people. I liked that. And I was happy with SWAT Cats. And at the end of every episode, they had, the little thing came on, write and tell us what you think. And they had an address for Marvel Studios on Kanga Boulevard in California. So I said I would write a letter. Thank you, Jen. I would write them a fan mail, but I didn't want to write just any old fan mail. At the time, I was working for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. So I snuck into the secretary's office and I swiped a piece of US FDA letterhead and jizzing all over yourself, dude.
You're not supposed to tell the youngsters.
Sorry.
Continue with your story.
So, I wrote a very, very thoughtful, intelligent letter to the brothers Tremblay, Christian and Yvonne Tremblay, who created SWAT Cats, and I sent it to them, and didn't think more of it. About a month later, I got the typical little fan club packet with the sticker and all that stuff. And then a couple weeks after that, this thick envelope arrived in the mail, and it was, the return address was C. Tremblay. And I said, oh my God. And I opened it, and it was basically fan mail from the brothers Tremblay to me saying, holy shit, an actual scientist likes our stuff! So they were very grateful for the things I said, and they went on to say that there is now a character, and he showed up. Again, first episode, second season, Mutation City, Dr. Conway with a K.
Yes.
That's my claim to fame.
Yes, it is, and I actually must comment that when I watched that episode myself, that character was quite like your own personality.
Yes, old and fat.
Old and fat and quite well spoken.
Yeah.
I saw a question as you were illustrating your story. What advice for first timers at Anthrocon? You would be the expert on that.
Oh, yes, what? Oh, serious question, Brooke.
Answer mine first.
What's your question again?
Well, the question that I had read, which is any advice for first timers at Anthrocon?
None. Just fucking go and enjoy yourself. Don't ask me to tell you how to enjoy the con. Just go and enjoy it for shit's sake.
This is what I will say from an attendee's point of view, not the chairman's. The attendees is don't expect to do everything all at once. Make sure you have time to do everything you want to do. If you expect to do everything all at the same time, you will never ever achieve it. Make sure that you don't set high expectations to attend every panel at once. Make sure that you have something to actually look forward to that you can manage.
And Robotex asked a serious question. Do you feel cannabis has legitimate medical uses or it just BS? I will give you the honest answer, Robotex. I don't know. I do not have the data. I do not have sufficient information to answer your question. So at this point, I must abstain. And yes, Wario, there's a panel for first-timers, indeed, at Anthrocon. It's usually at 1 o'clock on Friday, so this is your first furry convention.
Mm-hmm. And is it not Cuddlepop himself, the director of programming, that takes part of that?
Yes, he helps out. Yep.
Yes, a very experienced man.
Yep. Kenta, yes, go have a cookie, Kenta.
Floppy Bunny, follow the 7-Eleven rule. Okay, this is not true with Anthrocon. There is not a 7-Eleven in close proximity to Anthrocon.
Yep. Carbon Dragon, okay. No any good but cheap sake. The two are mutually exclusive. Now, Tiana's going to get upset, but there is a modestly priced but okay sake called Kanbada, Bride of the Fox. Tiana doesn't like it, but it is an okay sake. If you can find Bride of the Fox, Kanbada, then it's an okay sake.
How dare you?
Yep.
There is one that I have seen that is of moderate price.
What's that?
Well, it is the one that you and I enjoy as well, a Murai family.
Murai, yes.
That retails for about 25 USD.
Yeah. Yep. Look at the schedule, but I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just do my friend Torin Fox. Foxy, I've known Torin Fox for about 18 years. He's a capital fellow. You cannot go wrong following him.
Yes, the thing is, if you look at the Anthrocon schedule, it can be quite daunting, as you will see that there are about, on average, 4 events going on at any given time.
Yeah.
What you must do is, once again, you have to ask yourself what you want to do the most. And if you are able to figure that out, then you will have a much easier time figuring out how your Anthrocon schedule will be like.
Good night, Robotex. Tell Mom I said happy birthday.
Happy birthday to your mother as well, Robotex.
And Silent On finds it hard to find sake. You have to travel to a small beer wine store just to get crap fair sake. Sorry.
Kage at Anthrocon, which hotel room got you most pissed off? Good luck trying to hold your anger.
The one that almost got us thrown out. That's the one.
I enjoy this story. Go forth.
Now, politically, I can't tell the details, but somebody screwed up a hotel room to the point that the Westin didn't want to renew our contract. I had to get on a plane the next day and fly out to Pittsburgh and show up on their doorstep and say, I want the hotel manager, I want Visit Pittsburgh, I want the mayor's office, I want everybody in a room right now. And I got them all in a room, and I basically looked at the hotel manager in the eye and I said, what do you need from me? What do I have to do to get that contract from you? You tell me, I'll do it. And I did. I haven't gotten the taste out of my mouth, but damn, I did it. I did it for you fucking people. You better be goddamn grateful.
I feel guilty as I admitted to him one time that I had actually visited that room under very innocent circumstances. What? It was.
And Trombus Boy says, Skål! And I say it right back to you. Am I on Periscope? No, I don't know what that is. Thank you, Kenta. I love you. Albert the Cat, you're a writer with serious case of writer's block. Any suggestions? If I got the answer to that, I'd be writing myself. Thank you. Kirk says, any Australian wines you like? No. No, actually, Floppy, room 666 is not the most evil room, it's room 366. Oh, kiss Tien Long his nose. Wait, this looks very Pennsylvania Dutch. Kiss Tien Long his nose. Madoshi says, kiss Tien Long his nose. What's the wildest thing you can cook up with your typical starter hobby chemistry set? Nothing. Pilosis, nothing. My old chemistry set when I was young, hell yeah, but today, no. Rainy, what's your favorite type of dragon? I'm looking at it, the noodly ones. I like the noodly ones. Give Tien a long hug. No, give Tien Long a hug. No, okay. Alright, I thought it was supposed to be a long hug.
You young.
Oh, translation, kiss Tien Long's nose. I can do that. There. Yep. Just kiss the dragon's snout. Kiss the dragon's nose. Oh, yes, it's iFoxy. If you can find an old chemistry set where they had, like, the methyl isothiocyanate in there, that was good shit.
You youngsters, if you keep on egging him on to do such gross things to me, he will continue.
Lean close. Lean close.
What?
Lean close. Close to the camera. Close to the camera. Close.
Oh, you do
Close.
have.
Close.
I am leaning as close as my back will allow me.
His nose looks like a butt.
There
you go. I had to say it. It does. It does. It looks like an ass.
I have killed and devoured whole for this.
But you got an ass nose. I can't help it. What can I say? How much more booze until you start making? No, how much more money till you start making? Now that's the question.
Yes, you haven't checked your email for a while. You would not know.
Oh, what do you think about chloron trifluoride? Don't. Just don't. What do I think of Yorkshire pudding? Don't. Just don't.
Dragon cuddles, eat him. Tien do a grumpy... Tien do a grumpy face. Is this really a question?
There. That's the Tien grumpy face right there.
Damn youngsters.
How drunk are you now compared... Oh, how drunk are we compared to GLFC?
GLFC? We were drunk?
Well, if GLFC had let us have any alcohol... But we're not bitter.
Yes, not at all, especially not when we found out who the manager was when we had made that inquiry. Would you like to share?
Yeah, let me tell a story. Okay.
We've got a new story for all of you.
GLFC. We were at this interesting convention.
A small homely convention.
A small homely convention, yes. There was a little hotel, Holiday Inn, and
That's your middle finger.
Sorry. A little hotel and a little conference center attached to it. And both of them had a big sign on the door that said, "No outside food or beverage," which I could understand. But they don't serve any food or beverage in here. You can't bring food or drink in, but they won't give you any once you're inside. There was a bar there, but it was never open. Always had a sign on that said, "Bar closed now." And at one point, we went to sit down at the bar because we thought it might open. It was Saturday night. And a bar-looking man came out, a hotel-looking fellow came and got behind the bar, and we thought, oh yes, now the bar will open and we can put drinks into our faces. And the barman, as he got behind the bar, came up to us and said, "Could you fellows move along?" So we did. And that bothered me. The guy's name was Chris. He had a
Chris.
tag. Yes, tag said Chris.
Chris.
And I talked about it with Jen Long, and I said, I really should probably mention something to the manager.
And I had encouraged him to.
Yep, because, okay, this guy, not only was he just frickin' rude, but for Christ's sake, we want to patronize his bar, and he essentially told us to go away.
He essentially told us his bar was closed.
Yeah. He didn't even say that. He said, move along. He didn't say, I'm sorry, gentlemen, the bar is not open. He didn't say, I can't serve you. He said, could you guys move along? So before I left, the night before, I went to the front desk. And I said to the lady there, Miss, I would like to speak to the MOD. That's the manager on duty. And she said, let me try to find him. And she said, what's it about? I said, I need to discuss a matter with the bar staff. So she said, let me try to find him. She tried to get him on the radio. He didn't answer the radio. She tried to get him on the phone. He didn't answer the phone. And I'm getting a little annoyed. And finally she said, okay, I got him. He's, dude, look what you're doing. Look, look, look.
Oh, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't control
Fucking drooling on my stuff. Don't drool on my stuff. So, the lady finally said, he's here. He's in the back. He'll come out in a moment. So I'm sitting there drumming my fingers, waiting for him to come out. And the manager on duty came out. Guess who it was? Our buddy Chris was the MOD. And he came out and I said, hi. Nice hotel. I gotta go. And I just went upstairs.
We were, as we said, dreadfully sober
Yes.
that convention. And for a youngster that had asked, was it the one that happened last weekend? Yes, it was.
But we're not mentioning any names.
No, no names whatsoever. There is no such person known as Chris, nor a convention that we went to known as GLFC. No names.
Albert the Cat, out of the blue, for no reason, says, what do you think of the Odd Couple reboot? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Neither have I.
And Kirk says, ammonium nitrate and fuel are Kirk, we are not allowed to have this conversation any further.
Kage act cute. No, I mean Jen. Wait, never mind. Kage act cute.
We don't know. Oh, wait. Shukin Flash says, the bar opened after your story hour. Then it was after my frickin' story hour. That son of a bitch said, move along!
What are we supposed to do?
What I think of the movie Unbroken? I loved the movie Unbroken. We just talked about that earlier.
Mm-hmm. Indeed we did.
Both. Favorite color. His favorite color is blue. Mine's yellow. Right?
Okay, I shall
Sounds
go
good
with
to me.
It sounds good to me. You should have more wine. I agree with this.
Working on that. And stop fucking drooling on my floor.
It's not drool, at least I don't think it is.
You're either drooling or pre-cum. Don't pre-cum on my floor.
Wait, what pre-comp? What are you talking? Silence!
Don't pre-drool on my floor.
Okay, pre-drool it.
Oh, wait, okay, Pine. The speedway next to it doesn't like fursuiters. Pine, tell me a story. I want to know what you're talking about.
Have you two seen Kung Fury? Yes, I have. It is ridiculous and I like it. Have you seen Kung Fury?
I don't know what it is.
We are watching it as soon as we are done drinking wine.
I thought it was Kung Fu.
It was Kung Fu and then America happened.
We need to see Kung Pao enter the fist.
Kung Pao, you say?
Kung Pao.
Kung Pao Ji Jian.
Yes, Kung Pao Ti Jian. Guai Lo. Oh, okay. Now, Pine tried wearing her fursuit in the speedway on Friday about 9:30. What happened?
Pine, tell us what happened, because Friday at 9:30 p.m. we were crawling around the hotel and convention center on all fours, desperately trying to find an open bar.
Yes. And Kenta says, if you won the lotto and gave $1 million to AC, what would I get? Another hotel.
Yes, good luck finding it.
Mirrorwolf, have you ever seen Kill Bill? Look at me. Of course I've seen Kill Bill. It was a requirement. Kung Fu versus Taekwondo, who would win?
Is that a question for me?
I think that's for you. Why you... I'm
Let's
going
be
to get
safe.
you something.
Taekwondo utilizes elbows and fists a heck of a lot more and in efficient ways than Kung Fu does. Taekwondo would win at any day, any day. However, if you are talking about on-stage performance or anything that looks aesthetically pleasing, I would say Kung Fu at any level would look significantly better than Taekwondo.
You stand there and get that rag. You're drooling on my floor again.
I am sorry. Are you sure it's you?
No, it's definitely dragon free cum.
Because you seem to be wanting it.
All right. Okay, see the straw? Put the straw down in that the next time. Just hold it. Put your guard there. Yeah, that way it doesn't drool on my goddamn floor.
All right.
Dude.
What?
Oh, fucking really, dude? You
I didn't do it.
You drank both goddamn bottles!
Oh, they are my bottles. I can
But
do what
I
I want.
did...
But that means we have to have another.
You have a point, pardon me.
All right, I shall take care of these guys. All right.
Keep the end of that in the fucking bucket.
Keep it in the fucking...
in there, thank you.
Yes. What? But you don't want me spilling and making a mess all over you? I mean, your place? Of course not. It must have been hard for me in the 1930s with the Great Depression. No, it was hard for me during the Great Prohibition, not the Depression. I don't care about what happened in... I don't know how you could possibly ask that. Favorite artificial flavor. That's asking me if I like death.
Dude, look down.
Huh? What are you doing?
Keep that in there!
I'm sorry, I get excited. I get excited easily.
Shema Israel Adonai Leolam.
I know.
Mike,
Mine?
you had the last two freaking bottles, for Christ's sake.
9! That is mine.
Why are you speaking German all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Everyone
Your
loves
guino
Dick.
is rubbing off on me.
Rufus says. Everyone
Say
loves Dick.
guino.
Dick the Van Dyke.
Dick the Van Dyke.
Do you like natural vanilla flavor? Of course everybody likes. Okay. Toda, or The Great Escape. Toda.
Have you had a wine called Dragon? Tell them. A wine called Dragon Blood.
Now, wait.
Where is it?
But that's not dragon blood, it's Viking blood.
It's Dragon Blood. What is it? Where is it?
It's Viking blood.
Where is it? Go grab it.
Oh, I'll go get it.
Go get it. The Dragon Blood that we had acquired earlier today.
It's Viking blood.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Favorite type of human blood. The type I can drink. 10, no BJs on Scream. I don't like BJs, I like PB&Js. I don't know what you are talking about whatsoever. How do you train your dragon with sake? It's easy. Feed him more.
It's Viking blood and it is meat.
Yes, it is a honey wine. And it is very much fitting also for Ectocon's theme this year.
Yes.
Viking.
Some pants might stop the dribbling, Jen, yes, but then he'd be wearing pants. We can't have
What, pants?
that. Sing the praises of pants. You kind of have
What
to be an
is this?
MST3K.
What is this? The last time I watched MS3TK, I ended up spitting out all the sake I was drinking.
Gambe.
Where is mine?
Who do you like? Oh, what do you like more? Eating humans or drinking sake?
That's unfair. That is an unfair question. I decline to answer.
Eagle Babe wants to know, do either of you watch any sports? Me, no. Him, hockey.
What are you talking about?
You like hockey?
I liked it when we still had Canadians on our team.
Before they came to me. All right. Calm down.
You're too slow. You're far too slow with it.
Your brother says, soak humans in sake first.
Yes. Soak humans in sake first. Marinate them in that delicious alcohol before you devour them whole.
Yes, Pine, I caught the Speedway story, and it's dreadful.
The thing is, This is what I found interesting. I'll follow up that whole story about Speedway with this, is that I found it particularly interesting that the convention was held amongst a very, very heavily influenced Christian community.
Yeah.
And this was not just any Christian community. We are talking about 3 different middle and high schools, 2 primary schools, and 2 churches within a 2-mile distance of each other.
It was rather holy roller.
Yes, and to think that a speedway in the middle of it all would be so kind as to accept fursuiters in it, that would have been a miracle from God himself.
Yep. Now, I don't know anything about the Burger King. The Arby's didn't seem to have a problem.
Oh, the Arby's saw us as just any other customer.
Mirrorwolf, I don't know what you're talking about. Next question.
Kage, is it...
Next question.
Uh,
How did you and Santa Claus meet?
What do you mean by Santa Claus and I? Because I don't really like the fattier meats.
I thought you were a chubby chaser.
What are you talking about? Silence!
Arby's loves everybody.
Tien, are you filling Kage with sake for reasons? How about I flip that on your head? Is he filling me with sake for reasons?
Now, Pine, you have to understand, the Speedway probably had been robbed a number of times. Yeah, I can kind of understand it. What happens in lightning bolts when Tien's noodles are tired? Let's find out. Okay, hang on. What happens in lightning bolts when Tien's noodles are tired? Okay, let's have a look. Let's see where the lightning bolts go. Would you like me to unknot you?
Yes!
You already unknotted. Just shake your head very vigorously. There you go. That was also kind of cute.
I am not cute.
What do you think of fursuit bowling? You've been fursuit bowling.
Yes, I have been fursuit bowling. The last time I went fursuit bowling, I was chased around by a couple of human infants of the female gender, and they thought I was rather cute than menacing. So I put on my best menacing impression, because of course a celestial dragon such as myself, we cannot be undignified by any sort of human larvae. So I had tried to scare them, but their audacity had multiplied every second, and they kept on tugging my whiskers, my regal whiskers that had done nothing to receive such treatment. And they continued and they laughed, and I cried, and then I drank my sorrows away.
I have a question.
Yes?
It was actually posed by Singha. What do you get when you cross Hokkien with Star Wars?
What? What do you get?
Singha will tell us. And where do I get my ties? Hither and yon. I brought my tie chain. Give me. Singha gives us a link. Singha, we really can't look at links, I'm afraid. Is it worth the walk across the bridges near the con center for more food selection?
What con?
I guess he's saying Anthrocon. That's an awful long walk. There's plenty of places to eat on our side. You don't have to go to the North Shore. Why don't you just eat the human larvae?
And my brother says, Walau Pesilao.
Wailao Pesilao. What's that mean?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure that my brother has had more than enough to drink and that he should stop.
Rainey, can
Brother,
you...
I love you.
Rainey says Chen can swallow the camera. When the show is over, Chen will swallow the camera.
Yes, I will.
What airline would I recommend to go to EF? Lufthansa or British Airways? And Floppy Bunny says, Ni hao.
我很好啊，谢谢。你好吗？
Cy Foxy, my opinion on vapors, obnoxious. Thank you. Jinlong, what do you think of Norway?
What do I think of Norway? I've never been there. But after I heard the stories about the government controlling their alcohol, I don't think that it is quite a pleasant place for an old celestial to go.
Ryan Blackwing wants to know how the Anthrocon registration drinking game works. I can tell you, Ryan. Okay.
I played it.
Here's the rules. Anybody whose species is in their name, that's a drink. Anybody who has a color in their name is a drink. Anybody with a mystic element like sun, wind, rain, moon, star in their name is a drink. Anybody with a species name in another language in their name is a drink.
And what about those that actually have names that are elegant?
Oh, you mean like Silver Moon Kitsune Fox? That's a chug.
Yes, indeed. Any of the combinations equals a chug. Which reminds me, weren't we supposed to play a little drinking game of our own?
No time.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, no time indeed.
Bellerose Sparkle, what you guys think of New England? Bellerose, I'm a Dartmouth man. I love New England. I didn't grow up, but I spent a long time in Vermont.
For Kage and Chin, what are your favorite musical instruments? I will reply first. My favorite instrument...
Nothing going.
My favorite music instrument is a very well-known Chinese traditional instrument known as the erhu, and that is the Chinese one-stringed violin.
I'm sorry, what's it called?
An erhu.
You made that up.
No.
Say it again.
I don't have the patience to teach you.
Tell me again what it is.
It is spelled E-R-H-U.
An eru.
Yes, an erhu.
Eru.
Yes, this is an erhu. It is a one-stringed violin that all Chinese orchestras have at least one, because it is a very, very mellow-sounding violin. That happens to be my favorite. Now, what about you?
The French horn.
A French horn.
I love the French horn. And Jinlong says, oh.
Yes, because my brother has good taste, as do myself.
According to Ip Quarks, it's got 2 strings.
It's got 2 strings. The ones that I know have 1 string. He must be thinking of another instrument.
Eagle Beagle wants to know, New England or Old England? I spent a long time in New England. I like Old England. Okay, Kenta, how much booze do you drink during AC? Believe it or not as much as you think.
Let's say this. At Anthrocon, he cannot afford to lose his sense of stability nor reason.
Yep.
He needs that.
Pine, you wanted me to make a radio-controlled flying fox. Can that be based off a flying fox giant bat? Look up the Daiei Studios Kaiju Gaios. Make me a radio-controlled Gaios. I'd like to see that. Floppy Bunny, of course I like England. I'm an Anglophile.
Kurt switched from beer to wine. This could get nasty.
Don't do that,
Please
Kurt.
do.
No. Once you start with something, stick with it.
Do you not know the old saying, beer before liquor makes you sicker?
Yep.
Kurt,
It doesn't matter. Whatever. If you mix them, you're going to get screwed up.
Kurt, trust me, you want to stop where you are right now.
Tianlong, have you ever ate a griffin, lol?
Have I ever ate a griffin? The last time a griffin was here, I was not. I have not had the opportunity, perhaps in a month's time at Anthrocon.
Quantum Dragon, rules about playing an instrument such as a cello in a fursuit at a con for fun. I'm sorry, you could be the greatest musician in the world, somebody's going to complain. We got programming going on. We don't need the extra noise. I really am sorry.
I will say this right now. If you have an aptitude for music and you wish to perform, why not try out for the masquerade?
Zrygon says, Tianlong, kiss Kage on his foreskin.
Move your cup aside.
Oh, no, forehead.
Forehead. Yes.
Kiss Kage on his forehead. You are making a mess.
I'm sorry. I get excited when I kiss things on the foreskin. I mean, a head. What are you talking about?
Pot.
What pot?
Put the tip of the thing in the pot.
But I thought you wanted me to put the tip somewhere else.
Shrunken Flash, what are my thoughts on graphene? I have no thoughts on graphene. I don't care. My favorite artificial preservative? Salt. Midoshi has been saying over and over, Dragon, there's a foreskin story. Dragon, you were not paying attention. We're not going to repeat it. Oh, Chen, you ate my species, which is a unicorn, and I forgive you. Did you?
I decline to
That
comment.
must have
I
hurt
plead
you.
the fifth.
Kenta wants to know, have you seen the movie Amadeus?
Yes.
If so, what do you think?
Have you seen Amadeus?
I have seen Amadeus.
Yes.
It was a masterpiece.
It was a masterpiece.
Yep. My
Ten
most-
and Kage, most nostalgic memory of the furry fandom. You first.
when I wasn't being the chairman of the convention.
When you weren't being a chairman of a convention, he says.
My most nostalgic... I don't have many nostalgic memories because most of my memories are horrifying.
And, well, I can understand such sentiments, but in my case, my most nostalgic memory of being in the fandom was when I first met a fursuiter. This is a memory that many may have when they first enter this fandom, but the first time I saw a fursuiter was almost the first time it was like seeing a cartoon character pop out of the television. That was back at Midwest Fur Fest 2009, a very, very memorable moment. And now here I am drinking sake beside this old roach.
I thought you were going to say old fart.
This old fart, 6 years now down the line for me and counting, and I find myself sitting beside this old fart.
Sorry. Bella Rose, that story happened in Chicago. I have no fond memories of Chicago.
Ah, Bella Rose, yes, she mentioned that.
Okay, Necro Skullfang, it's an old joke. We both heard it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. We are the knights who say
Neat! When are you going to do an orange juice stream?
what?
When I don't have any wine.
Does he mean a screwdriver? I hope he does.
That would have to be the 11th of September. That's the only time I
That's
drink
the
that.
only time you drink hot milk.
Look like a TV screen, so when the first one walks out, it looks like a cartoon. Yes, right, I like that. Bella Rose, you spelled that wrong. It's not the fuck,
it is
da fuck. Da
the
fuck.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yes.
D-A space F-U-C-K. You don't say the fuck, you say
Da fuck.
Yep. Silent Dawn asks an excellent question. The stress, is it the number of people or the type of people?
That's a very good question. Why not you elaborate?
What is your favorite music group, Tim?
My favorite music group is the one that does not drive me insane. It is very political, but if I had to actually pick a music group, I would like you to invite you all to listen to an author on YouTube named Anti-Martikainen. Perhaps I shall have my partner here, Uncle Kage, type that out for you because Anti-Martikainen.
And I'll start writing it and you tell me if it's
Yes, N-I, or A-N,
Anti...
T-T-I,
Oh, two.
T-T-I,
Anti-
space,
Yeah.
M-A-R-T,
A-R-T-I-K-A-N.
I-N-E-N.
N-E-N.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, that's the guy who wrote the music that Tien was entered in here.
Yes, he is a very, very prolific composer. Go, Joe, go see his stuff.
Stratosphere Tully, I could swear I answered that question about 2.5 hours ago. Oh, Iron Tail, your first wine stream. I'm sorry.
Yes, if this is your first wine stream, I should not have been on here. I apologize as well.
Honorable Tianlong and Uncle Kage, what is your hidden talent? My hidden talent...
Should we show them?
No.
Okay,
No, this is
we're
a
not going to show.
PG-rated stream.
We're
My
not-
hidden talent is to consume a lot of alcohol and not fall over.
Yes, my hidden talent is to take such alcohol back into my possession and then consume it.
Yes. Next wine stream, oh damn. I'm going to be, I don't know. I'll let you know. Look at my tweeters, I'll tell you. Oh, Astrofox, what's the drunkest you've been during wine stream? That stupid bum wine stream. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I remember that. The one
I-
where you had the box wine.
I still, no, the bum wine.
The bomb wine.
I still have a refrigerator full of Mad Dog 2020. I can't get rid of it.
Goodness gracious.
And Necro Skullfang, this is also my first time saying or wine stream. Well, thank you very much, Necro Skullfang.
I hope that your soul remains intact.
And Cyfoxy says,
Both,
whoa.
well, Floppy Bunny says, who is your most favorite people in the fandom? You first.
That's a
That's a very-
dangerous question.
That's a very politically
That is
shaky question.
Yes, that's a very charged question. I cannot answer it. Oh, Stratosphere Tully says, you are a very majestic yet comforting dragon. I like you.
What are you talking about? I just drink.
No, you're a majestic and comforting dragon.
Shut up before I finish.
Yes, sir.
Yes, next question.
I've heard Mad Dog 2020 and Blue Kool-Aid is good. No, it is not. Kenta, problems with the furry fandom. Must admit, this fandom is easily one of the best occurrences of mankind. Of course it is. I've been trying to tell people that, but furries are our own worst enemy.
And that's the problem, is that as much as we try to paint a good light on ourselves, there are those within our community that don't realize that our image is very fragile.
AC1, is there anything special we should watch out for at this year's AC? Yes, the San Diego Chicken. The
Original
first-
mascot.
Yes, the original sports mascot. The first person to really make a living out of being a fursuiter would be our guest. That's what you should look for.
Indeed.
Dragon mentioned some great people that look. Okay, guys, stop asking us questions like that. We can't answer it.
This is the thing, is that
Yes.
if you expect us to answer such questions like who is our favorite artist or fursuiters
we
or
can't
people,
say it.
we cannot. Do you know why? It is because we appreciate everyone equally. Everyone has something to contribute to this community, and we do not wish to belittle others by stating names of those that we simply think in our subjective experience are better. It is all based on a subjective notion, but you have to remember that everyone in this community has something positive to contribute, and therefore we have to decline picking favorites, because that would simply be unfair to those that have as much love and passion for the community as we do.
As Tian Long said, and besides, the people we don't pick will go, "Wah!" and we don't want to hear it.
Of course. Kage, popcorn or cotton candy?
Popcorn, it's less fattening.
Yes, indeed. Do you like fruity sweet wine? No. Dessert wines are a no for us.
Favorite historic military battle?
What would yours be?
Gettysburg.
Gettysburg?
Gettysburg. Yep.
I would have to say, unfortunately, with the Canadian influence I have, it would be the Battle of the Somme.
I can see that one.
The Battle of the Somme, one of the most historic events in Canadian war history.
Yeah. The most interesting add-on to add to a fursuit, not thinking of any suitor in particular, I mean like horns, hair schedule right here. These are very interesting add-ons.
What would you think is the most interesting add-on?
Yeah.
Next question. Tien, what would you do if you were in Norway? I would drink.
Yes, so would I.
Yes. Watching the Winestream makes me thirsty. I think I will go to the store and get a lovely Hoagseller's Late Harvest Riesling from Prosser, Washington.
Yeah.
Washington wine country, well, I can't disagree with that.
Yeah. Favorite city? Pittsburgh. Dude, of course. Yep. Is it difficult to integrate oneself in the fandom without knowing very many people? No, just go. That's the whole thing about this fandom. You don't have to be the in-group, just go and be yourself. You will integrate.
Phantom, you must realize that this furry fandom quite literally started from nothing.
Yep.
And that nothing grew into a something. And that something grew into a community that you see and know today.
Yeah.
So, for a person such as yourself, even if you may consider yourself unknown or without any friends, that is not a worry because we all started there.
Hello to Sparkle. Did you ever feel a human? Did you ever? No. How would you feel if you were a human? How would you feel if you were a human?
I had got into a little bit of shock.
Yes.
If I were a human, I would probably offer myself to the nearest celestial dragon nearby.
For food?
For serving purposes.
Of course, yes. What is the most creative topic for a compounding you have ever heard of or attended and it went away? There's a lot of flailing going on. If I could own one rare firearm, what would you pick and why? I would pick the railroad gun the Germans made in World War I just because it's fucking awesome.
A rare firearm.
Yep, that's a firearm. What kind of serving purposes? You don't want to know. He doesn't. Actually, he probably does, but we're not going to tell him.
Yes, we're not going to tell it. Yes.
What will you do when the stream ends? We're going to...
We cannot say.
Well, we're going to put the dishes in the dishwasher, and we're probably going to fall down on the floor and wake up in the morning with headaches.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
We need a gun that can shoot common sense into dumb furries. If that was the case, then he wouldn't have gray hair anymore.
Yep. As you won, my opinion on Califer. As you won, please don't ask me that question. Favorite video game or computer game? Donkey Kong, definitely, yeah.
Floppy Bunny, if I were to answer your question right now, my favorite computer game would be an indie game that
Yeah.
you can find on Steam known as Kaiju A Go-Go. Search it up. You might find it interesting.
Interesting. Ever played with Kaiju A Go-Go? It sounds like dancing kaiju.
Perhaps I shall show you soon.
Ever play with a potato gun? No, I never did. No.
I think there would be many problems at Africa.
Now, Sonora, it is... No, you say GLFC was a train wreck. I disagree. GLFC was not a train wreck. Those folks did a very, very, very good job, and they tried their damnedest with what they had.
Let me say this,
Yes.
Sonora, was that if you cannot make mistakes, you cannot improve. Every convention, regardless how good it is, even Anthrocon with its reputation, if you cannot make mistakes, you can never improve.
Yeah.
Great Lakes FurCon may have made some mistakes, but that means that next year there is a greater potential for them to improve and therefore improve the quality of their convention and the experience that their attendees have. So what is important is that you don't take away a negative experience from it. It is what you can build up from it.
Belarus Sparkle, favorite play that didn't annoy you? 6 dance lessons in 6 weeks. Yep. Any intention of visiting Biggest Little FurCon? As soon as they invite me, I'll go.
Both. How many FurCons total have you attended?
I already answered that when you get to answer yours.
He answered that already. I have not been on this planet long enough to answer, but I have been to an estimated 14 or 15. A
That's
very
cute.
cute number.
Yes.
I know. This is the thing, is that when you get to his age, you take it where you can get it.
Kenta says, Kage, on a scale from 1 to farts, how drunk are you both?
Thursday!
Thursday, yes.
Let us see, there's...
Waiting for the next question. Hi, Tromzo boy
There-
from
there-
Bjorn. Now we're
there's
waiting.
there's a lot of inter-chat.
A lot of interchatting. When this is the last bottle, dude. When this one's done, so are we. Nah, mine.
But I already finished.
Krylon, you're late. You're fucking 3.5 hours late.
Goodness gracious, you're late.
Yep. If you chose the next technology that will widespread benefit the world, regardless of current technical challenges, what would it be and why? A virulent viral disease that is fatal in 98% of the cases and has no known cure. That's my honest answer.
I would have to answer the same as well. Let us see. What will you miss most about being chairman is a question I see.
What will I miss? Okay, what will I miss? What will I miss? Not sleeping. I'll miss that. Jerry Husky. Favorite speech given by anybody ever in history. Jerry Husky, you don't know me. Any speech by Winston Churchill. Yep.
I will have to say, the only thing that I consider above a speech by Winston Churchill is the one given by none other than Charlie Chaplin in The Great Dictator.
Yes.
Charlie Chaplin, in
Yep.
all his comedic history, has never before given such a riveting speech as the one he did in The Great Dictator.
Yep.
If you have not seen it, you best look right now before I bite your head off.
And my favorite speech from Winston Churchill was not recorded, it was only written down. The debate in the War Cabinet. What do we do? Adolf Hitler is stronger than us. Germany has got us beat. Should we just capitulate like everybody else did? And Winston Churchill's speech, I can imagine him holding a glass of booze in his hand, went much like this. And if a long history of this island is to end, then let it end. But only when each and every one of us lies choking in his own blood upon the ground. That's my kind of speech.
That is my kind of speech indeed.
And all of the Norwegians are speaking in Norwegian.
Are they?
Belro Sparkle, no, I'm sorry, Kenta, what do you think your life would be like if you never became furry? Smaller. Very much smaller.
Very much indeed.
Caraway, go to bed. And thank you for joining me tonight, my friend. I hope to see you again very, very soon.
Yes, Caraway.
Yeah.
Good night.
Floppy Bunny, my thoughts about dealing with airport security people, do as they say. Don't fuck with them, okay?
Astrofox, what's your favorite part of a fursuit?
My favorite part of a fursuit?
Please do not say the whole.
The eyes. My favorite part of the fursuit is the eyes. Look at the eyes.
Next question.
As you won, if Anthicon was forced to leave Pittsburgh, what state would it go to? I don't know. If Anthicon was forced to leave Pittsburgh, somebody else would be running it.
Tien, do you have a favorite treat? Yes, humans.
I like that. What kind?
The one that doesn't eat me first.
How about the little white ones that you can dip in wine?
Yes, the little white ones that I can dip in wine.
And
Isn't that right?
Gummy Bjorn says, Siska, skin, ow! Stop that! What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? What do you mean?
Is it
An African swallow or a European swallow? We'll wait.
Well, they've already been sent into the abyss.
Probably, yes.
Yes, they've already been sent.
Better than Bran. Kenta says, that was the wife being a butthead. Well, you married her. Kaiwin, I don't know that. There you go.
Of course, I don't know
Yeah.
that.
Do either of you watch Game of Thrones? No, I find it boring.
I only watch Game of Thrones because my humans tell me that there are dragons in it that eat others, and well, I can
never
appreciate
saw
such
it.
sentiments.
No.
What is your favorite color? Yellow.
No, Stratosphere Tully, I would not make a fantastic professor of sociology because I am not well versed in sociology. I have experiences, but sociology is not my field.
I would also add on to that, Stratos. If you want to follow someone who is actively researching furries as a professional, meaning that they have their doctorate, there is a professor in the University of Waterloo. Her name is Dr. Sharon Roberts. She conducts studies at Anthrocon every year, and she would probably be the best person to talk to if you want to find out data about such things.
There was also Dr. Kathleen Drabassi from
Yes.
Niagara University.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Kage, how many Hawaiian shirts do I own? One, and you're not going to see it. Don't ask.
Tien, what does Kage's head taste like?
What does my head taste like?
Let me find out.
Ah,
They mean
one.
this
They
one.
mean this one. They mean this one. So, what's it taste like?
It tastes like stress and old man.
That's about right. Jen, how many humans do you eat?
Not enough to fill my stomach, but if you really must know, there's a reason why there's a shortage of humans in all the important sectors of industry that you need.
What do you two think of the movie Awakenings? Brilliant. It was brilliant.
I cannot say any different.
Okay.
Both. Most favorite door sign seen on a hotel room at a fur con.
The one that wasn't there. Thank you.
I am struggling to give him the polite answer and the honest answer. What do you think?
I agree.
The honest answer or the polite answer?
Give me the honest answer.
The honest answer is the one that said, "Come on in."
Kenta says, my wife says you actually remember her. Her name is Aurora and she's a purple wolf. And he says, the fuck? Yeah, I remember her. I don't remember you, but I remember your wife.
Necro Skullfang asks, Uncle Kage, if you could change into your persona, which I assume would be the roach, would you chase Qianlong?
No, he'd step on me.
Rightfully so.
You answer the question from Krylon. I'll be right back.
Alright, and the answer from Krylon is, hey Tien, have you been in room 366? I will tell you right now, I would rather have a sake drought
then put myself in a situation as 366. What do you youngsters take me for? Some sort of cuddly fursuiter? Tien, do you think you could visit Washington, D.C. with a rumbly-tumbly? I don't know. Perhaps if Washington invited me. This is the thing, is that with Uncle Kage here, it is very difficult for an old celestial dragon to continue visiting such places. I have to be invited.
And here's an answer for Krylon from me. Room 366, here's my favorite necktie.
I don't know what you are going to do with that. Tianlong, have your horns gotten in the...
They got in the way last night.
What? I thought you were holding on to them.
Going through the doorway, remember when you were
Yes,
at the top
yes,
door?
of course.
What were you talking about?
I thought you were holding on to them to make sure they got through. All right.
And Rainuli says, Sigd.
And Kenta says, win.
Yeah.
And Floppy Bunny, what was the least favorite thing that someone called you? I know what mine would be, and this man right here says it all too often.
What?
I dare not repeat it.
But how would I know?
Because you keep on saying it.
Jerry Husky, have you ever recovered from your hug injury, or is the damage permanent? It's permanent. I'm never going to recover. Tromsø boy, can you say anything Norwegian? Yes. Skål!
Skål, indeed. Skål.
Kage, who's my cell phone provider? Verizon. Keep dropping shit all over the floor.
I'm sorry I get excited. I leave messes often.
Kaze Pai, how often do I drink wine? Not that often, actually. Usually only at conventions and at Winestreams. Zyfoxy, do you A, have any other personas? Not that I can think of. Jianlong, do you breathe fire?
Do I breathe fire?
Yes.
No, I do not, for that matter.
Do you like your humans cooked or drizzled in chocolate?
I like them raw.
He likes them raw. Guess what? When this bottle's done, so are we. Means finish that.
What a shame.
Wait a minute. People say that Jianlong sounds like Captain Yamamoto from Bleach.
I sound like Captain Wuyama. What the heck is his name?
That's exactly it.
No. He sounds like me. Let us resort to that.
And Kenta, I will answer your question. No. Remember the noodle job? I remember the noodle job. They are sensitive, aren't they?
No, you cannot.
And as I said, it's like playing a harmonica. Noodle job, yes. What's the most appropriate way to greet a celestial dragon? You just saw it, just like this. Harmonica, like I said.
Get your hands off of them.
Have to get you guys over to Perth. You invite us and pay for it, Kirk. We'll be there, honestly.
Said Scala says I ship it. No.
If the world ended, what do you think of a community town furries would be like? I'd be dead. Why would I know?
Kage, you probably made him make a bigger mess. Next question. I'll be certain to greet Tien like the next question.
There you go.
No, what have you done to my reputation?
I've confirmed it. That's what I've done.
You have soiled it with your filth.
No, I confirmed it definitely. Hi, Kiba. How you doing? No. Next question. Boy, they got quiet.
They got quiet
Video
because...
Kitsune, why is this so? Because that's the way of the world.
To be or not to be.
Both. What do you think of the next question? You have more booze, right? No. I'm sorry. This is the end of it.
Kage, why did you choose Twitter over Facebook?
Because Twitter doesn't take over your fucking life, okay?
Tianlong, can any part of you glow in the dark?
Yes, it
you
can.
This
Yeah, wouldn't
is
you
my
like to know?
question.
You answer. Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, wouldn't you like to know? I know he does.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yes. Next, do a roll call.
Are we sober enough?
No.
No.
If we start saving the telephone, can she come on the Oh,
No, wine,
Kent,
that's German. That
Kent,
is so
Kent
wine.
is Deutsche. Yes, Kent.
Yes, ja.
Jawohl. It would depend. You'll have to ask her. Chen, you have a heart nose. No, he has a butt nose.
No,
His nose is a butt. See, his nose is a butt. It's a butt, see? Okay.
You're a butt.
If you could travel anywhere in the world to hold a Winestream, where would you go?
Germany.
No, right here. I like having my Winestreams here.
But then you also have me here.
Is that a threat?
Yes.
I like that threat.
Ah.
This is what I meant.
Uncle Kage, this is what I meant. Canada, 4 plus Furicons, USA, 20 plus Mexico, 0. Why is this so? Why does Mexico have no Furicons?
I don't know. Too hot?
Next question. Chen, what is a good sacrifice for meeting you at a con? A bottle of sake. Perhaps that will tide me over until the end of the con, in which time you should take that time to continue further appeasing me.
And to answer Carbon Dragon, I'm recording it. I hope it'll be on YouTube tomorrow. We'll see if it actually works.
Yes, and my big brother, make it a good one. Not the low-quality sakes. My brother knows best.
And Kenta, Kage, did you turn me German? Ja, natürlich.
Yes, yeah. Yes, and chums, so, shake that little bubbles. The bubbles are appearing. Anthrocon 2003, feel like telling the story about you being a substitute wine auctioneer?
I could, but that's a fairly lengthy story.
And we don't have enough time nor sake. What is the proper glass to drink sake in? Definitely not the ones we are drinking it in now.
A full one, and guess what?
A full one, and that one is empty, whereas mine is not. Don't you even dare think about it. Long story short, there are many glasses you can drink sake in, and the sake may have different flavors and textures depending on the material of the glass. The best answer that we can give you is the proper glass to drink sake in is the one that actually has sake in it.
Yes, unlike this one. Why didn't you buy more sake? I did. I bought enough sake, or so I thought, for this stream.
What are you wrong? I did not.
You guzzled it.
I did no such thing.
Drooled half of it on my floor.
Are you sure it was drool?
I suspect it.
You don't want to find out.
It's my stream, my glass is empty, and my bottle is empty. So I guess... Dick, you're doing it again.
Would you like to lick it up?
Before I answer that, we better go. Hold that just like that.
All right.
You've had too much. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for joining us on this stream. After Chen Long has spilled what must be at least $75 worth of sake on my nice wooden floor.
Ah, shut it. Perhaps you should give them a farewell treat.
No, they wanted to see you swallow the camera.
They wanted to see me swallow the camera. I think they wanted to see me swallow something else. I mean, yes, to swallow the camera.
I didn't see any donations come through, so screw these people.
Yes, neither did I. Anyhow, as you were saying.
You want to sing us off? Okay. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now we'll always, and then, good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. And I think that's the same words. Here's a something,
bullshit.
And now till we meet again.
I have to say, the last time I was on this stream, we had made the new record for the longest stream.
Did we?
Yes, it was nearly 5 hours. We are just
Ain't
shy
gonna
of
happen this time on account of who's out of booze.
Well, I shall say before you end the stream that next time, if you would like us to entertain you more, you better start donating.
Yeah.
So you can have him and I, two grumpy old farts, drinking
Yeah.
on a Saturday evening and entertaining you all. Click that button down there.
Which button?
That button, the one that gives us all the sake money and all that crap.
Ah. All right, I'm going to come around the other side.
All right.
Because
He's going to come on the other side.
I control the button. I can stop this anytime I
Ah,
want.
do you hear that? He wants to push my buttons.
shall we give them something to go to sleep with?
Yes, of course.
I think maybe we should.